Hello and welcome to the stream. Tonight is going to be a very different stream to usual. It is almost exactly the 3-year stream anniversary. That actually took place yesterday. And the date at which I completed 3 years was, of course, 2 days ago. So the first time I streamed was the 6th of September 2017. It's been 3 years since then. And people have asked me how to stream several times. They've asked me for behind the scenes. So tonight we're going to be delving into all of that. Hey, zombie. Do I have the old Kragite up pick? Well, don't know what you mean. But welcome back. What do you mean? So, very first thing I'm going to show you is how to stream. Then we'll go into some other things, some of the YouTube side of things, the getting your name around advertisement type stuff, and of course how to interact with viewers. Oh, that zombie. Yeah, I can show you that later, but I think that's disabled. So, I expect the majority of people watching this are watching later on the Kragite Archive YouTube channel. Let's begin. In fact, no, the very first thing I'm going to do is reward those who were here from the very start with some ASMR. So here is that. Let's crack open a cold one. Indeed, zombie. Do you know the text-only backdrops I had? I think that even predates you. So, let's go step by step. The very first thing you want on your stream is something to have up, not confuse the viewer. For example, if I didn't have this splash screen up and I was just showing the desktop, if someone tuned in, they'd be like, oh, this doesn't look right. If you're going to be playing a game, you can leave it on the menu. If it has animations, all the more better for it. You draw people's attention in with that menu animation. Now, I've managed to get the second screen working again. A different second screen, because I have spares. So, I can show you everything on the desktop and do other things on the other screen, so we're all good. Now, I like to have my splash screen nice, bright, and simple. So you got my name at the top, you got the sort of description of the stream, and then at the very bottom you have, well, I have a tag just to show where we are, because maybe someone is seeing this not directly in the stream. Maybe it's been shown embedded somewhere, you know? Somewhere they can't actually click it, but then they can see, it's just straightforward twitch.tv/Kragite. Very simple. Now, on to the first few things. So really you want to be able to do your streaming with a multi-screen setup, because if I have everything on one screen where I'm trying to control the stream, I'm trying to read the chat at the same time, you know, it becomes a bit of a mess when everything's all there together. And you start running out of space, and then I've got the notifications, and suddenly I don't even have space for the game itself, do I? So you want to have two screens, ideally. Let me just put these back where they were. Next, if you're going to be showing everything, don't show everything. Okay? You may not realise it, but whoops-a-daisy. You've suddenly shown some folders you shouldn't. So if you're going to show your desktop, make sure it's clean. Make sure it is hidden if you like. So for the sake of tonight's stream, I set up that little folder there. Show desktop icons, I just turn it off. I prefer to just use a black background. I only switch it on for this. And if you have a nice cool background, even better. I just prefer to work with a void. Next, we've got the controls themselves, so I'll make that bigger and you can see better. On the right we have the live. This is what you're seeing, okay? It changes. On the left we have the stuff I'm working on, so the preview side and the program page, the live and the behind the scenes. So I can move this around, doesn't affect the screen, doesn't affect the stream at all. Okay? But if you have two of the same open, some things will affect it live, some things won't, and that becomes a mess. So if I, for example, change this, if I hide the subgoal, you'll see it affects immediately. But if I do something else, such as move this, oh, it did actually affect it live. It usually doesn't. Did I just break it? I think I just broke it. Well, that's great. There we go. Used to be that it wouldn't affect it live, but I guess now it does. Sometimes software updates change these things. So anyway, as you can see, it's very simple for my setup. I have the very top, I have the new followers appear on top, I have the chat on top. This is for the splash screen stuff. So the splash screen you want to keep very simple, but you also don't want it to be completely static. So when you're talking, it appears. When things happen, such as followers, it appears. This isn't actually just followers, it's multiple different alerts. I just called it followers when I set it up. And here we have all of these splash screens. I really need to clean this out because there are so many of them. You can see it's going back to June. Yeah, all the way to June, which is when I set up this fresh copy of OBS. So, if I drop that, you'll see my old setup. Now, the old setup was for 720p, which is why it doesn't fill the whole screen. Okay, I'll show you that full screen so you can see. See how it doesn't fill the whole screen? So that's a bit of a problem. So I don't use it. But I've got it there if ever I need to do 720p. And you can see it's got that BRB. I have it bound to a key to switch that to starting shortly, and that used to be my old splash screen. Now, Zombie was on about something very old, which I don't think is even here. No, it's not. Logo Payday 2 isn't there, but it's saying it is. I think some of these are referring to old things, because they've been moved, they're not showing up. Anyway, let's put Great Cover Splash. That is this. What did I just hide? Oh, I hid the actual image, didn't I? There we go. Hey Guacamole, welcome back. How you doing? So there you have it for the very simple part, which is the splash screen. Now, if you want to start recording your games, you're going to want a game to record. So let's say Terraria, because I have it ready. Just waiting for that to boot. It says it's running. There we go. Thank you, Relogic. Skip. That's it. I thought that was full screen, what? Okay, maybe Terraria is a bad example, because it appears to be... Ah, it was bonus window. There we go. So when you want to do your game capture, you're going to have to set up the actual game capture itself. Right now I'm showing the whole screen, which is why you're able to see it. Ideally you don't want to do that, you want to separate everything out. So here I have the live top everything, so we've got the chat, followers, sub goal. Here I have the games at 1080p, and before that I used to use 720, which is why there's a load of games down here. If I want, I can just flick on the Terraria one. As you can see, I've got Minecraft enabled, but there's no Minecraft. However, I don't really want this running because I don't want any processing power to be used at all. I don't know really if it does use any processing, but I'd prefer to just turn it off just in case. So Terraria we have here, so I can switch that on. It will capture it, except it's not 1080p right now, so it cannot find a 1080p window. So let's make one together. We're going to open a new source in the scene. Oh, I should explain scenes first. These different visuals are scenes, okay? You can put all sorts of stuff, and like the VR one, I got all the VR stuff in there, and so on and so forth. In the game one that I use, because I have my splash screen and I have my game, in the game one we're going to have a new game capture. I'm going to call it example. You can't even read the text because I opened OBS when I was running the screen at 4K, so everything is still running at 4K font, unfortunately. So this is saying capture any full screen application. You can do that if you like, if you run everything full screen, but you're probably better off making separate ones so you can change the individual settings per game. So here I'm going to say capture specific window, and I'm going to choose the Terraria window. There it is. So we now have this Terraria window, right? So I can just move this away. So this could be on the other screen, for example. Alright, so game isn't there, but we have a capture of it. So there it is. I can move it around. See, it doesn't affect it live. Some things do affect live, such as the subroll. It's weird how some do and some don't. I think what it is visibility is immediate, but individual things like movement aren't. So there we go. We have the game capture wherever you like. You could have it all the way in the corner, or you probably have your video, your camera set up in the corner. What you don't really want to do is change the resolution. So if I make this big, sure it fills the screen more, but it's going to look kinda crap at the same time. Because we're running it at 1080p, and this is less, it's going to look a bit blurry and a bit crappy. It's not so bad when it's games like this where it's very pixelated anyway, but it can be bad for some games. So let me shrink that back down. You got all sorts of options when you change these, so order and transform are some of the best. Move up and move down for the order, it helps you navigate it in here. For example, I've put it here, which is no good because it's covering up the chat. So if I type, it's actually covering it. It's not good. So I want this below all of the chat. So right now the chat is inside of here in a folder. Makes it nice and simple. So I put this beneath the folder. And now it doesn't cover it. Oh, it's live this time. So, there you go, there's a game capture. Next you want to be doing the right settings for your stream. Or this may be first, I guess. So, oh god, why is everything so tiny? It's hard for me to read it. You can choose your service here. I've got Twitch. Twitch add-ons, I've got Better TTV and Franca's Faces. That allows more emotes. I would recommend you do use both of these because it's very common for people to use these additional emotes. In your output, you want to control your video rate. This is very important for you to figure out, okay? I can't tell you an exact value to use because it depends on your computer and your internet, especially when you try to do different resolutions. If you do a lower resolution stream, you don't need to send much data. Understood? Oh, hold on a second, you can't even see any of this. Why did nobody say? Terraria's kind of loud. Yeah, let me close it. Is it Terraria or is it the music? I've closed Terraria now. Is that too loud? A bit better? This isn't Terraria music, this is the Pretzel music player. I recommend you use safe music when you stream so you don't get copyright issues. This one I have the YouTube safe mode on, which means it's not going to come across any copyright issues on YouTube from their library. However, there is a bit of a bug with this. As you can see, this chat thing keeps getting blocked, so I have to allow the messages. And that's their problem, they need to fix that. You can also try out Monstercat if you like, I think you need to pay for that, this one's free. I was considering getting Monstercat, but then I also looked into some further terms and conditions, and for some reason I didn't just go straight ahead, I can't remember what that was. Back to where we were, so the settings, right. Sorry you weren't able to see that before. So I think all this is fine. I don't think you need to actually change anything in general. I can't recall. In the stream tab, your service, I choose Twitch obviously because I'm streaming on Twitch. You choose whatever you need. Server, automatic, perfect. Twitch add-ons, this is what I was talking about. You couldn't see there because Terraria was in the way. So we've got Better TTV and Franker Faces, which are very commonly used. I highly recommend that you do switch those on, okay? The output, this is what I was talking about. It's very important to figure out the video bitrate. So if you're doing a low resolution stream, you don't need to set the bitrate very high. If you're doing a higher resolution stream, you need to push more data faster, right? So you need a higher bitrate. But at the same time, you don't want too much bitrate, because then whoever's viewing the stream has a lot they need to download to view your stream, so you don't want to put it too high, which is why I don't stream in 4K, because that would be a large bitrate to keep up with the frame rate, with the resolution, and very few people would be able to actually see the stream. I mostly stream on 1080p because it's a nice big resolution and it's not much more bitrate expensive than 720p. I used to stream on 720p all the time, but a lot of games have a bit of trouble with 720, it's a bit too small for them, so I had to go bigger. And now I have better internet, I can. Additionally, speaking of resolution, when you start streaming on Twitch, when you press the go live button, there, you will get either your resolution available on stream, or you will get a range of resolutions available. So if I show you here, settings, quality, I have the stream down to 160p so that I don't slow my own computer down viewing my own stream. We got 1080p source. If I do that, it's gonna start using up a lot more resources. So some people, they can't handle 1080p on their computer, so fine, bring it down to 720. Too much? 480, whatever. Obviously I've got it on 160 just to affect the stream, to affect this machine less. You want to give people options. Now I think when you're partnered, you have all those resolution options every time. If you're not partnered, it's down to luck whether you get them. Which is why sometimes I start the stream like 10 times. It's to give you guys the option of the resolution. Otherwise you'd be stuck at 1080p, which is not good for many people. So back to the settings. I recommend using the hardware NVENC. That will do your graphics card above the CPU. I believe that's how it works. Don't quote me on that. Audio bitrate doesn't need to be very high. I'm surprised it's 160. That actually seems low to me. I'd better double check that later. I prefer to go for quality on the encoder preset. You can go for any of these and balance of the two. I just leave it at quality. Not max, not performance, not even low latency, just quality. Because it doesn't matter if it takes an extra second. Your old PC couldn't even handle 720 video. Damn. So aren't you glad I restart the stream like 10 times to give you the option of 480? Recording quality, same as stream. Yeah, so you can do recording as well as streaming. I'm not going to go too much into that, but it's almost exactly the same, except you hit the start recording button, which I could right now, actually. You can also set up a funky little naming preset, I think, but I'm not going to say that for sure. That might have been during the Streamlabs OBS I did that. So the one I'm using right now is OBS Studio. Highly recommend it. You can use Streamlabs OBS, but I've had many issues with it. I tried it for a few months and then I went back to this. And I think Streamlabs OBS might be built on OBS Studio anyway. Can't be sure. But Streamlabs OBS does offer you a wider range of things to plug into your stream pre-made. However, you also need to pay for it, and I'm not keen on that personally. Audio. I'm going to read these out because they're so tiny. So sample rate 44.1 kilohertz and channel stereo. These are sort of what you want to set everything to. Desktop audio, use your output. So if you've got a headset, do that. I've got mine named to Blue Headset. Microphone. You must set your microphone. If you set it to automatic, it may not pick it up. If you can, always set your microphone. Default may not work. Wait, have I got RTX voice on? Alright, RTX voice is that new RTX thing where it can get rid of background noise. It can also make your mic sound better, maybe, but I find that if I use it, it's just going to make it not too good, so I'm going to get rid of that anyway. Makes it robotic. I don't know about that. And here we have hotkeys for your audio. Currently I have none. I think I had mute mic though, but it's not here. Video. Here is your resolution. Mine's 1920 by 1080. That is what it takes in, okay? So it's looking at 1920 by 1080. Then you have the output. I've got it the same amount, 1920 by 1080, but I could choose to have it lower or higher. This gives you a little bit of freedom, so you don't have to change everything on your system to make it fit. If you want to stream at 1080 but your monitor is 4K and you don't want to turn it down, then you can do the 4K base resolution and the 1080 output resolution. Simple as that. I prefer to just change the monitor resolution, and then there's no confusion whatsoever between the programs trying to show things at different sizes, and then the pixels don't get all mushy. Downscale filter you can have by cubic sharpened. Scaling I would go for 16 samples. I have tried it, it's not too bad, but again I would just set your two resolutions to be the same. Common FPS values, right, this is your FPS, you can control it. Your stream does not fluctuate in terms of how much frame rate it has. You either choose 30 or 60. I cannot check right now if there are any in between, but those are the only ones that really matter. I always go with 30 because I don't have a super duper internet connection, and I'd rather get the stream to you at a nice evenly paced 30 frames per second than a stuttery 60 frames per second. And I don't think many people would actually notice a difference if we had smooth 30 versus smooth 60, so it's not really worth it. Hotkeys. I have a few hotkeys set up. Here we have the quick transition, F3. If I press, in fact I need to change this first. So here we have the two things. If I press F3, it changes between them. If I press F3 again, it changes back. That is what I use that hotkey for. Let's get some others. You have hotkeys for showing and hiding everything. Where is the be right back and starting shortly? It's down here somewhere. There are many because there are show and hide for every layer, and I have so many splash screens from each different day. You have your microphone mute somewhere around here. Here it is. Microphone, mute and unmute. So if I press the F1 key, it will go muted, and if I then switch it back on, it will come back. Didn't work. Oh no. Might be because the menu's open. Okay, so if I press the F1, I then unmute. There we go. I guess hotkeys don't work while you're in the hotkey menu. Probably to stop you accidentally pressing a key you shouldn't while you're setting keys. Right, so I have a mute, unmute just in case of anything, you know. Housemate bursts into the room and you don't want them on the mic or whatever. Here I have my starting shortly and be right back messages bound all to the same key. Fortunately, this software is smart enough to figure out that if it's visible, hide it, if it's hidden, show it, so you can set them to the same key. And then alternately, I have the other message, so it will switch between the two. That's what these four hotkeys do, as I showed you earlier. But I'll show you in a second. Is that all my hotkeys? Yeah. I also have a hotkey for Discord to mute that mic. So if I bring up this, you can see it's got the be right back. If I press F4, it will change. That's what the four keys are doing. It's hiding the one that was visible, it's showing the one that was invisible, and then the other two that wouldn't make sense, such as making something visible visible and making something invisible invisible, just don't kick off. And then back. Sometimes I found there's a tiny bit of delay where you don't see one, or you see both. Fortunately, it doesn't seem to be happening here. So that's most of the settings. What we got left? Advanced. Don't think you really need to change much here. Ah, right, this is the file name format I was on about. I think I customized this so you can type out exactly how you want your recordings to be saved. Pretty useful, I guess. Automatically reconnect, you do want that to enable, because if you don't, if your internet goes, even for a moment, if you don't have reconnect enable, your stream will just end. If you do have reconnect enable, then your stream will resume itself. And sure, you get a slight bit of downtime, but it's better than your stream stopping until you realise what's going on. Retry and delay I set to 10 seconds just in case like there is a full-on issue and the router needs to catch up or something. Max retwice 20, you can change that to however many you like. Hotkey focus behavior, never disable hotkeys. I didn't even know that was a feature. So those are the settings. Now, let's say you're doing your stream. What do you want on your stream? Some of the few things I would highly recommend are, first of all, the chat. If your chat you want on screen at least. If you don't want them on screen, obviously turn it off. Simple, just like that. Let me do it with that one actually, because there's more things. I sometimes put the part number of the stream. I can't read that, it's too small for me. Oh right, I changed the part number, so I just didn't update it. This is when I was doing shots and push-ups and stuff. What does that say? 1 shot every heist, 2 push-ups per down, 5 push-ups if 0 downs, 10 push-ups per sub. Total so far over 188. I ended up doing over 200 push-ups that stream. I can get rid of that now. Yes. This is the old sub goal. It didn't quite work properly. I can't remember why. And then I have a new sub goal. These emotes. Everybody in chat right now, just spam a couple emotes. Don't bother using the same emote multiple times because it won't work. Just put some emotes in chat. I'll let you catch up because I know there's a bit of stream delay. Who have we got in chat? Oh, nobody that's going to speak. Oh no, there are. Alright, I'll do the emotes. So you can do funny things like this, where you end up having your emotes splash on the screen. That's what that is. In fact, I'll bring it down so it's not covering itself. There you go. That's what that thing is. I think it's pretty fun, especially if you turn it to emote only chat. The events, this thing is a list of things that are happening, so I can't read it, it's too tiny for me. What does it say? 300 bits from KT, Buttered resubbed, KT gifted, Onolf resub. Now, this is strange because some of these events haven't appeared for me in my event viewer thing. I think resubs might not appear if it's Prime or something. That's something for me to check out later. New followers I have enabled all the time. It's also other events such as subscriptions and things. I'll show you how to get that set up through Streamlabs in a bit. The chat, as I said, is there if you want it. You can also just not use it, especially if maybe people are being rude and you don't want it on there, or if they're giving spoilers and you don't want it on there. Why is this flashing? What? I have a message. Okay. I'm not going to put that message on stream, so let's have a look. Why have I got a request to play Portal 2? Is this who I think it is? They've changed their name again. You Muppet. That's a zombie. 5 minutes ago. Okay, back to it. Right, so that is how to get the physical stream itself set up. Now there are some other things you want in your stream. Oh, why have we got loading wheel? I think Steam stopped responding. There we go. So let's bring up the dashboard for Streamlabs. So here we have Streamlabs. Given your recent events, you've got all of these different events that happened. You don't actually need to sign up to Streamlabs to use it. As long as you've got a Twitch account, you just go to the website, streamlabs.com, you hit sign in, and it will ask you whether you want to sign in through Twitch or YouTube or whatever. You pick yours, whatever it is, and it will connect with your service as long as you're already logged in on that browser. So here I've got all my events for recent things that happened, and you can choose different things to have on your stream. Alright, this alert box, that's the thing I have here called new followers. So this does follow subscriptions, resubs, donations, host, bits, raids, redemptions, merch, Cloudbot redemption, Streamlabs Prime gift apparently. So if I do a test follow, you get to see it appear on stream. Same with test sub. These animations I currently use are default. I haven't changed them in a long time. And I have been meaning to put custom ones, but just haven't got around to it. I'll just go through each one so you can see what it's like. In fact, I'll leave that because the colour's interfering, isn't it? Destination. So you got different sound effects as well. Why didn't that one appear? Oh, it did. Did I just not see it? I don't know. It says the person, the amount and everything. Okay, you can go now. There we go. Each one you can set the length of time they exist and how big and all the sorts of things. Host will say who and with how many people. These are the things you typically see pop up and you think that there's no effort gone into it. And that can be the case, you can put no effort into it, just put it on the screen. Alright. Let's see. Zombie, if you keep messaging me, I'm just going to remove you off Steam. We got the raids as well, that says who and how many people. Now, I don't know what this merch one, these last three do, so let's see what happens. There's no animation, but it does say they bought a t-shirt. Okay, okay. That's if you set up your merch through the Streamlabs merch store. I don't know what this thing is. I've not seen that before. And that is a Prime gift for Streamlabs because apparently Streamlabs has its own system. So down here you've got your settings for all of the different things. You can change your layout, your animation type, so fade in, fade out, etc. It can swipe in, it can bounce in, it can slide in. Different images, videos themselves, the message text itself, so you don't have to have this person's now following it. It can be like, this person has joined the family. Sound volume, I just leave it 50%. Maybe that's too high, especially when I change the stream volume, like this here. I've got this very low. If I bring it up, it gets loud enough to compete with my own voice, even though the music is on very low percentage. Where is it? Yeah, this is on a teeny tiny number, 8%, and it's still loud. You can change the font if you want. I haven't done that yet. What did I? And I don't know what these are, so explore those yourself. Now, in here you got all sorts of different widgets you can use. You can have the emote wall, which are the emotes I think I showed you splashed on the screen. You can have labels, very simple. Media share when you want to start putting videos and things on your stream. I don't do that because of copyright issues. Viewer count, you can put how many people are currently viewing. I don't put that in the stream because it's already on the page and I don't see the point of putting it twice. Tip tracker, you can, as it says, shop for recent tips. There was one thing I didn't show. Oh, we got the list. That's for the Minecraft thing. Where is that? Ah, the jar. I added this at one point. So these are a bunch of notices that have come through because Katie did things in previous streams, and that's all the stuff since last time. However, I think it takes up a lot of space and I don't want to just fill my screen with this. It's a fun little thing if you're doing some fun little stream, but for me it just takes up too much space. It's nice though. Follow goal and bit goal and sub goal and Tiltify donation goal, these are all the same thing, sort of. You see down here on the stream, there is the sub goal, that is this one. So this orange bar you see, I'm mousing around, because I know it's in the corner there somewhere. That's this. The jar is what I just showed you. I don't know what the stream bus thing is. Okay, so they can like fight or something. I've never seen that in use. Explore that at your own leisure. In credits, oh that's pretty cool. You can show all the supporters. I've not looked into that. Sponsors, if you have sponsors, could be useful. Spin the wheel, win fabulous prizes. Okay. And polls, which I guess I could do with using. So the sub goal, this is what I'm going to show you because this pertains to something I actually use. Now, by default it's not this color or anything. I've changed this a fair amount. So typically I think it's green or blue or something. I changed it to orange so it's not just the same as everyone else's, and so it's a bit more muted so people aren't distracted from whatever game I'm streaming. I go with blue because that's my default blue. I went with the exact hash value, I think. And I didn't want it to be too thick, so I made it pretty small. The downside with using the sub goal is if you need to change it, if for example sub didn't come through and it should say 24, you can't edit this. You have to stop it and start it again with fresh details. So you have to re-enter all this. By the way, be sure to use !September in the chat to see what that deal is. Go for interesting sub goals. Don't go for random crap, would be my advice. If you say, I'm going to go for 73 subscribers, why? Give people a thing to aim for and work with you towards. 50 is obviously a half 100, it's a nice round number. Once I passed 50 before, I changed it to 64 and I made it clear that it was a Minecraft stack of subs, you know, something interesting to make people want to achieve it too. If you just put something like sub goal 80, then they're just going to be a bit confused, you know? Everything you put in the stream should be appealing or informative, or both. Now, what's next? I've shown you how to get the stream itself started, I've shown you how to put things into the stream. I've talked about how you should use two screens so you can see things on one screen and do things on the other. By the way, there are these redemptions. I still have a question asked by KipCopy. I haven't refunded it yet because I have the obvious answer towards him. He just hasn't been in 5 months, so I can't answer it. So these are all your nice little notices. They're not 100%. They're almost. But there are some things it misses, rarely. So if someone says something happened, don't take this as gospel. It's possible it missed it. Now, what is next? Social media or crafting splashes? Let's go with crafting designs. I use GIMP. It's free. It's pretty much as good as Photoshop. Don't need to spend tons of money on Photoshop. There are many art programs out there. This is going to look a bit chunky on the screen just because it's got so much, so little resolution at 1080. So this is the last splash screen I used. As you can see, it's that one. Okay. This is what it looks like behind the scenes. All of this. Now, a lot of these are not being used. For example, I'm not playing Factorio, so I don't have the logo enabled. I'm not playing Minecraft. But I try to keep it all in one project so I don't have to copy things around and, you know. All of this is in one place. There are some things I can get rid of, like this random playthrough word. I could just get rid of that now. I don't need that. First ever! Let's get rid of that too, you know? I need to clean this up, to be honest. But there are many, many, many things you can put in here. What I like to have is a template around the edge, the game logo in the middle, and description of what the stream is. So if it's my first time playing something, I'll say first time, or what's this, or something like that. While we have this on screen, I'm going to show you the detail to which you can go. So you may just think that this is text surrounded by a box. It's not just one bit of text. If you look closely, it's actually got an outline. It looks a bit like the Toy Story font because of the yellow and blue. It's supposed to be an attempt at gold, but I couldn't quite find the right shade of gold. Maybe it is the right shade, I'm not entirely sure. And the way I get these boxes around... Hey, 1233, welcome back. You've missed a fair amount, but we're going to carry on anyway. The way I get these boxes around is not by making boxes around. I don't make outlines, I just make multiple rectangles. So the bottom layer, rectangle, inner layer, rectangle, and then the innermost layer to make it look like it's erased. So it looks like I have a frame around the edge. Don't really. There are many little cheats like that you can do when you have layers. If you're trying to wrap your head around that, let me just move them around and you can see this is not a couple of edges, it's multiple rectangles. Next, just the same as with me using layers to make these outlines from rectangles, I've actually got the outline around these words through more words. I haven't got any fancy thing that draws a line around them. I just have the words over and over and over in different locations. So if I zoom in on the corner here, right, there is one set of the words. There's one slightly off, slightly off, slightly off, and I just fill it in, and then I have that in the middle. All that is I've moved the words around a few times. So up and left, down and left, up and right, down and right, diagonally to fill them in. In this occasion, I additionally made some left, up, right and down. So there are 8 outline layers and 1 main inner layer. Sometimes the text I use is a bit too big for the frames, and so what I do need to do at some point is make this a movable frame. Right now it's not, and that's a problem. So if I have this text and I want to make it bigger, I'm not going to really be able to do anything. I can move that around, that's fine, but I can't make it bigger. That's why it looks stretched right now, because I made it bigger ages ago. However, that's not the case up here. I made this much bigger by duplicating it. See, there are many little cheats you can do like this. Originally, I didn't have the angle up, angle down, thin to wide thing. I didn't use that at all. I used this, where it's a completely diagonal one. You see this diamond shape? Starts at the bottom left, end at the top right. And then I cut and pasted to make this version. So you can see this is the original shape it used to be. I then cut and pasted and reflected it to make this one. and I cut the middle out to make this one. So altogether, they make that. Cheats, lots of cheats. And it looks nice and clean in the middle because I have a load of black hiding the rest. So that is how I make these. If I hide all of this, we'll just make one real quick. So what I tend to do is keep one layer of text and just change it. So let's say I'm going to play Terraria or something. So I'm like, I don't know, new Terraria run. New Terraria run. And I typically go with my blue. But if it's something I really want to highlight, I might make it green. Or if, I don't know, is there a hardcore mode? So I could have hardcore. Highlight that bit, change it to red. Hardcore Terraria run. Yeah? Get rid of that. Or I could put... Oh yeah, there's a weird glitch in this where it doesn't do the size. What the hell? Why isn't my caps lock working? There we go. You can mix your colours, of course. Emphasis for different things. So, new hardcore run. Don't put too many words on screen, okay? Try and keep it real simple. So I'm just going to align to middle. It's best not to repeat anything as well. So if you can not put the game name in the text and just use the logo. Where's the logo? This might not have the logo, because it might be a different version. I don't actually see it. That's fine. So now I can show you some of the files I use. So here is my tweets folder. Every time I go live I make a tweet, that's why I've got all these. This one was for earlier. Why isn't it showing? Weird. Oh, I can hear. I keep everything on the external hard drive, so it takes a while sometimes. There we go. So this was my promotional tweet that I sent out earlier today. Sometimes there's too much text to put in a tweet, so you can stick it in an image. Sometimes you don't really need to put much text, so you just... that's not a good example. Not much text, so you just slap it there, let people see. Payday 2! Who's streaming? Where is it streaming? What are we doing? Friday, Payday 2 and chill. Simple. This one I didn't like too much because it has all these different colours and I had to try and make the text stand out against it. That's why I have the blue outline around the green text, the blue outline around the red text. Doesn't look that great. And then it turned out to be a very short game, so I made this, where it's like, just cross all that out. Helltaker was too short, Minecraft time. I had to rush that between the streams. Here we have huge base revamp. I tried to keep words thematic to the colours. So huge, red emphasis, huge. Base, just a normal word. Revamp, something progressive and good, green. I've also started putting the episode number in the satisfactory tweets. If I go back a bit, we can see Chaos Mod. This completely shatters my usual format. Deliberately. Because it's Chaos Mod. So if I show the first one. Here's the very first Chaos Mod. It was literally just GTA 5 versus Twitch chat, something like that, and then the place to go to. But then slap over it this chaotic text of Chaos Mod. And then for part 2 I wanted people to see we're continuing it, and also I wanted to try and make it Twitch themed, so I got the Twitch font. Twitch chat is God. There's a mistake here, you can see I didn't white the I dot, because this Twitch format font thing doesn't actually fill it in, it kind of does an outline, so I had to fill it in myself. It's supposed to be transparent on their white website, I don't think they realise having transparent on a white website when you want a white text ends up with lots of white edges and crap inside. So you can see there's like a little white glitch around everything. It's very messy. This is how it comes out on the site, the generator. It doesn't look too bad on the inside when you fill it with white, but if it's not against a white background, it looks kind of messy. But with it being Chaos Mod, that's okay, because, you know, a bit chaotic. And sometimes I try and theme things the way that is most appropriate. For example, here we have Final Achievements Holdout in Payday 2 with Mess B. Now why is it pink, you might ask? I didn't choose that. I asked her what colour she wanted. She went with pink. I think, is this Buttered? Yes, he wanted white. And I think Top Shot is around here. Yeah, he wanted blue. So there we go. Try and theme things the way people have them. And if you're streaming with somebody who has a logo, use the logo. Make it clear that this person, who you can identify visually immediately thanks to their logo, that's who you're streaming with. If, of course, they agree to all that. Right, so that's the tweets. When I download my streams, I stick... Actually, I'll get to that in a bit. Promotion. Twitter. So, here is Twitter. This is a communications platform. Very popular, well used. As you can see, I've got a notification. If I check what that is, it's probably a like or a retweet for the latest post. Yes. You will find that if you start tagging lots of things, you'll get likes and retweets from completely random people who you've never met and probably will have no interactions with. Such as this person. I don't think they've ever liked or retweeted any of my tweets, but they're doing it to this one. And same with this, and this one I've seen a few times. I think they might be trying to build a bridge. Sometimes you'll find that people like and retweet your tweets multiple times, like across over time. And the reason is they want you to notice them, such as this. They might be trying to get my attention for this. Likes and retweets help massively with letting the stream get exposure. They're providing exposure. So, where is my latest tweet? Here it is. So this is what I put out. I try and keep it as simple as possible because I usually put a little paragraph full of tags. Unfortunately, there are some variations here, such as small streamer community and small streamers community. I would only use one, but unfortunately they both have a lot. They're both used a lot, so they're kind of just two completely separate tags. I would rather use only one because it's such a long tag. It starts with the word small and yet the whole thing is long. It's a pain. Run out of characters very fast. So I just say what the stream is going to be, where to find it, and then some tags. A better example is an actual game. So, short Saturday Siege stream. Now you can see I've violated my own rule here, or I've said the name of the game. That's not good. Let's go with this one instead. Huge base revamp. Right, this is the one we were looking at before. So Satisfactory, it has its own tag. So this is the game name. It is now live at this place. I also tag the makers because you never know. They might retweet it. Sometimes they do like or retweet. In fact, I think the Terraria devs liked or retweeted one of my recent Terraria posts, so that was cool. I also noticed I hadn't been doing that at all to Payday. I've been tagging the game but never the account itself, and they have been retweeting and liking things, so I started doing that as of the 4th. I try to make things readably entertaining as well if possible, such as Vodka and Vladheist. We have some alliteration here, V and V. It's also got the image, Vodka and Blood Heist. That tiny little green text underneath it says "and September," because I'm trying to remind people that there is September. So if you type September, oops, that's in block caps, but it should still work. You can see the whole command activates and you can see the discounts you can get. Hey Worker, welcome back. Now, these engagements, all of these stats are pretty random. You're never going to get everything exactly the way you want it. It has highs, it has lows. I had, on average, a few clicks, but here I suddenly had 27, 24. I don't even know why, because unfortunately Twitter statistics don't let you expand this and see what were the 27 clicks. I would love to know, but I don't know. You got obviously retweets, likes. Likes have been fairly consistent, that's really nice. Retweets have only been now and then. That's not so good. You need every drop of exposure you can. Retweets and likes and all that stuff. You're a sub, you got gifted by Katie. It should say, if you look at the top right corner of the Twitch page, your notifications bell, if you press that, it should say that Katie gifted you a sub. In fact, here you go. Here's what happened. Oops, I don't know why I clicked that. Whoopsie, sorry, I clicked the username. Did I just make that alert happen by accident? I think I did. Here, marker. Katie gifted one yesterday. Disable. Okay. Okay, there we go. No, she's not here. It's now going to activate a few times because I clicked it. Okay, and next. So that's all of Twitter. That's about all I can show you. All I can recommend is that you interact with people a lot. You follow those people who you'd like to follow, the people that you want to support. Like and retweet their tweets if and when you can. Help them with the exposure. In addition, actually engaging, you know, commenting on their tweets can be a good way of getting yourself out there. For example, well, that's disappointing. Bence only has one retweet there, it doesn't even have any likes. Here is somebody trying to get the Payday account to follow them. He said, hey, I've got 1400 hours, will you follow me? And he's like, ah, yeah, 1400 followers. So I'm like, rip, I only have 1284.8. Maybe he would follow when he sees that number, but it hasn't happened, so I don't think so. This is a one-off tweet that actually did really well. We got 5 likes, 2 retweets in, well, it says 4 hours, but it was the first couple hours those really happened. It was just pointing out that there's this current tutorial stream going on. Engaging with the communities around the games you play is a great way of getting exposure. This right here, someone posted a picture of the drill in Payday 2. What is this? Wrong answers only. There are so many silly replies in there. I'm not going to click it because some of them are a bit rude. But it's very fun. And little silly things like that can get you noticed as well. Next, we've discussed Twitch, we've discussed Twitter, we've discussed Streamlabs for all of your notifications and alerts and things like that. So next is YouTube. But first, we need to discuss how you get from Twitch to YouTube, or any streaming platform to YouTube. So, if I go to this one, yeah, this one. So here I have the stream manager. You can see I currently have 7 viewers, but the The other one says 9. These two don't really tend to match up all the time, they're always slightly different, I don't know why. Let me just get my chat back. Every time I move that I can't see chat. Right, so on the stream manager you can see your bitrate, very important to pay attention to that. If it goes in the red something is wrong, give it a refresh, make sure everything's okay. It could be pointing out that you have internet troubles. My kilobytes per second limit is 6k and you can see it's staying around the 6k limit, which is perfect. Followers, you know, it's nice to have there, you don't need to show it. Current length of stream, very good to have that there, because if you have a disconnect and your stream resumes and you don't realise, 4 hours into your stream suddenly this is saying you've been live for 1 minute, then you know that 1 minute ago your stream disconnected. And then you can go investigate. Here I have sub points and subscribers of course, so I can keep an eye on that. That way if something doesn't appear in my notices, if this number changes and I notice that, I can investigate and thank whoever it was. Viewers, obviously you want to keep an eye on that occasionally. Things might be running well or not. Thank you Joe Fox for the host. See, how do I know that Joe Fox just hosted me? It doesn't say there. But it does say on Streamlabs. This is what I was saying about things not being synchronized. So thank you Joe for doing that. That's a perfect example. So this has not told me that I just had a host, but this has, which is why I have multiple open at the same time. How you doing Joe? Good to have you back. Oh wait, that was the browser I wanted. So here I have my video producer. This is all of my recent videos. You'll see some of them repeat, such as 3-year stream anniversary, 3-year stream anniversary, and this is 12 seconds. That's because when I started streaming today, it was only 1080p, there were no resolution options. So this 12 seconds doesn't actually matter, we can get rid of that. Same thing with this revamp here, 12 seconds each, tends to be just about how long it takes to figure it out. So I'll get rid of these live. Oh yeah, you're going to see me delete some old videos in a bit that will never exist again. Ever. And I'll explain why when we get to that point. Affiliate 3 years, yes, as of the 6th of September. So today, the next day, I'm doing this behind the scenes stream. However, yesterday I did 3 streams. So in a way, I still did kind of celebrate with 3 streams. Short streams though, compared to 11 hours and 9 hours, 8. Where's that really long one I did? No, it's too long ago. Right, so every single time you stream you can get a VOD, a video on demand. This is useful for getting your footage. You can, of course, record at the same time, but I choose not to, because that's more processing power being used. I would rather let it only stream, and then when I'm not streaming, download the footage. However, you run a risk by doing this. You can get copyright claims on your videos, so parts can get muted, and then you're never going to get that audio back. Now I talked about Streamlabs OBS earlier. I use OBS Studio, which I much prefer. I did try Streamlabs OBS for many months. I had a lot of issues with it at different points. When they updated the software, they broke a lot of things. It does give you a lot of options for plugins you can add to Slobs, but you have to pay for them as well, so I don't like that. I do use Streamlabs for my notices though. So what I would do after every single stream is go in here, oh, it won't work for that one because it's live, go in here and hit download. It will then take a while to generate the file, it won't start downloading straight away. It takes longer for longer videos. I can do it right now for this one. Let me just check. This is no value, right? I can delete this after. Yeah, it's literally just that. Okay. So this was me trying to get resolution options at the start. So 23 seconds long. It should generate it very fast. So the file doesn't exist yet. It's making the file. It's a 23-second file, so it should make it nice and fast. It may affect this current stream. Hopefully it doesn't. You're going to be affiliate. Sorry, you're going to be 3 years. Affiliate for 3 years on the 27th of this month. Nice. So how long have you been streaming in total? Because obviously you weren't affiliate from day one. Right, there we go. The video has downloaded. It was super fast because it was so small. And there it is. Now, this is one of those ones I actually intend to get rid of because it was just me setting up the stream. Are there any others like that? Any few second ones? No, they're fine. There's another thing in here. When people go to check out your previous streams in this VOD area, the videos on demand, there are also highlights. Oh, if you're wondering what this purple is, VODs only last a short time, so they get expired over time. Joe, you missed my birthday stream. There were two things that happened. There was a surprise appearance by Bence, that's what this is, and there was me as well. So the bit with Bence I highlighted, you can go check that out now if you like, it's only 52 seconds. And the bit where I used webcam before the game, that's 10 minutes, and I highlighted that as well. Unfortunately, during the webcam footage, none of the chat was overlaid on top, so unfortunately you cannot read what people said, except for the fact that it's on the Twitch website, so we can see the chat here. So if I try and take this footage and put it on YouTube, you're going to lose all of the chat, but on Twitch the chat is here. So that is one plus side of using highlights, you preserve the chat. At the same time, it wasn't shown for the Bence video. So on here, you don't see any text on the screen, but it's down here. So that's why I made these two highlights, to preserve all that text. And Joe, there's a discussion about that in the video. I'm not going to repeat myself. So there are some other highlights here. I decided to highlight when I did Shadow Raid wearing max armor with all drill that didn't involve a all loot that didn't involve a drill, Death Wish side job challenge with pals and viewers, you know, all of that. This creeper death was horrible. Go check that out. This is me reading the whole Minecraft end dialogue because I started going very fast to keep up with it. I thought that was kind of funny, highlighted that. And then we got Bence Exposed and my first time using webcam, which is not me starting to use webcam regularly as a one-off, okay? It's not the next step in my stream career. So, let's say I have done a stream, I want to download it, I start that, and it prepares the file, and then it does the download. You can only download 3 things at once. You can only have 3 files preparing at once as well. So once that is downloaded, I stick it in here. I simply put a date on it and whether it's a number stream of a day or not. So that's the first one of the 9th. That's the second one of the 9th. Oh, sorry. Of the 8th. Where's my... Oh, right. Yeah, this is actually a one-off thing. Let me show you a better one. So we've got 20, which is the birthday bonus one, and 20, which is the actual webcam one. Here I had a stream so long that I had to split it, so I did one early on the 9th, I did one late on the 10th, and between the two I did one late on the 9th that went into the 10th. Because it's so long, it went over 10 hours and I need to split it, so in here I have loads of videos which needed editing down, or copyrights removed, or anything like that. So let's find a long one here. lengths are listed. Looking for one that's over 10 hours. There, 17 hours. That was the 9th to the 10th. 17 is greater than 10. Had to edit it down to be able to put it on YouTube. So, once I have edited it, or if it's fine, I'll stick it on YouTube. The secret messages. I don't know what you're talking about, monster. Let's go to the channel, the YouTube channel. So this is what I do. We'll get to this in a moment. Every time I stream, I download it from Twitch, from here. It goes into the folder. I rename it to be something sensible because it's just a jumble of letters and numbers from their website. And then I upload it here. You can see these ones that are grayed out. These have been uploaded. They're waiting for me to release, and I'm currently releasing every 2 days. You never do a 17-hour stream? Oh, I've done 24, 27. I think I might have done a 30, but I'm not sure. I definitely did a 24 and a 27-hour stream in the same week last year. So that was fun. One of the housemates that dominates the living room all the time went away on holiday for a week, so I took over the living room, and I think there was VR as well that I did. And by doing it in the living room, it meant that I wasn't disturbing other housemates by being up late at night. Anyway, so these are grayed out because they're not released. These ones are public, as you can see. Those draft, those are public. Now, when you upload to YouTube, sometimes you might get copyright issues. Hey, Ozo, welcome back. 3 years indeed. Insomnia is my best friend. No. I'll tell you what does help though, energy drinks. Even though you really shouldn't get addicted to them, but bottoms up. So anyway, because these are such long videos, I don't expect many people to watch them, and I don't expect them to watch much of the video, right? So I do not really care too much about views and watch time on this channel. However, on the other hand, if I get views and I was reading here views and comments. If I get, sorry, this music's annoying me. Let's skip to the next one. It gets so annoying at the end. If I get views and watch time on these, great. That is a bonus. I currently don't make any money on it, but I'll show you that in a second. Yeah, Joe, ask me. What's your question? Don't get addicted to energy drinks. Drink 7th one of the day. Yeah, I have at worst drank like 4 or 5 in a day. Usually I would be 1 or 2, but I've drank them for many years now, and I've quit several times. I've taken breaks off them. Recently I've been having a sort of week on, week off, and at the beginning of the year I think I had 10 weeks off it. But then I had a really bad day. Like, I was just so tired the whole day. I thought I'll have an energy drink, and then I was suddenly back on them after 10 weeks off. Anyway, so this is where I upload them. You can see there are many grey waiting to be released. There are many coloured because they've been released. Unfortunately, the way that they get organised on YouTube is I upload it on a date, I release this on a date, this gets pushed to the top. So if I release this 2020-08-19 now, this will get pushed right to the top, which means it will, you know, mix up my order of files. On the other hand, it doesn't matter because I'm deliberately releasing them in date order. What do I say was my best stream? The one that I walked away from was like, that was the best stream I've ever done. There are a couple. Remind me when I show the Twitch stats, okay? Because I'll be showing all the stats of everything in a bit. You can probably guess which one it is looking at the stats. where was I? So sometimes these will get copyright issues, and let me find some now. Right, here we go. So these have copyright claims. There are so many unreleased videos I've made that have copyright claims. Oh, are you kidding me? This one didn't have a copyright claim and now it does. I need to... Oh, that's a really bad situation. So I have a copyright claim on a live video. At the moment, it doesn't matter too much. It just says the video can't be monetized. I don't make money off the videos anyway, but the fact that it has a copyright claim means that this will get pushed down in recommendations. So this is a problem. And it can cause restrictions across countries. I should be able to find one here to show you. There is a really bad copyright claim on one of these. Is it visibility? Visibility. That's not going to do it. No. Right, so some of the older videos, they've got copyright claims, and I'm not going to change them now because they're so old, like September 2019. For this Tomb Raider video, you might think, oh, okay, how come Tomb Raider got copyright claimed? That doesn't have any copyright music, right? Wrong. Theme from Tomb Raider is copyrighted. Yeah, really. I like that splash screen. Yeah, I put a lot of effort into that splash screen. Mute radio music, professional streamer. Huh? I had the radio off in GTA, if that's what you're on about. Although sometimes, in some GTAs you can't have it off, you have to just switch it off when you get into the vehicle. So there would be like a couple seconds of it playing, or if I didn't realise, it might be a minute. There's a really bad one here. Ah, here we go. See this icon? Because of the copyright claims, this video cannot be seen or monetized. It's blocked in some territories, blocked in some territories, blocked in some territories, and that one takes all the monetization. So a lot of people can't see it, and all the money goes to someone else. Denmark, it's blocked. Denmark again. Denmark again. IODA. IO Denmark audio, maybe? But there's a really bad one, and I'm trying to find it. You'll see a red eye. There it is. Hey KT, welcome back. I think Waka wanted to say something to you, if he's still here. Is he still here? Nah, Waka left. How you doing, KT? So, this one has so many copyrights. See all this? See all these for one video? But the worst thing is that this video cannot be seen or monetized. It is blocked in all territories because of a song. Waka J Feather. Casey, you gave him a gift yesterday. Gifted sub. This song that played during the dancing game, that got the video blocked worldwide. So what do I do about the song in a dancing game? Well, I have to mute the entire thing. So that is when I have to actually take the footage I already downloaded, stick it into edit required. In fact, what date is this? This is the 2020-05-24 stream 1 of 1, part 2 of 2, because apparently it's split in two. 2020-05-24 S101 P202. So that was that's SFK. 24. Where's my 24? It's not here. Uh-oh. Well, I can't show you the editing on it then. Strange. Sometimes I'll upload a video and it's absolutely fine for like a week, so I'll move them into this up for good folder. Some of them are still waiting to be processed or confirmed yes or no with the copyright, so I'll leave it in this up awaiting folder. That's what I usually do. A load of these needed to be uploaded recently, so I haven't actually organised them. I should stick them in the up awaiting. Now when I get one of these issues, I have to take my video copy and edit away all of the issues. So now I'm going to show you how that's done. I do try and use free software all the time, but if it costs money and you get a free trial, then you can just use the free trial. Am I? I'm good. I am good. While we wait for this to prepare, in fact, is it ready? Oh, it's ready, it's ready. Okay, let's open one recent. So, let's see 2020-0524 here. 2020-0524, there it is, that one. Ah, right, you see this V1, V2? That's so I know which one is which. So if I go V0, is it going to have trouble finding the file? It is. I don't know what happened to the file. I think it corrupted. Alright, I'll show you a different one. Let's go with... Ah, you see this has like 9 versions, 10, 11 versions for this. Let's do this one. Hey zombie, you done spamming me on Steam. So, what happens when you upload a video to YouTube is you might get the copyright claim, but then that's not all. So if I look for 2020-05, hang on. 2020-0531. Last day of May. Look at this. Look at all these copyright claims on all these versions of the video. So the original one I made had these copyright claims. 3. Okay? Simple. Okay, I'll go in the footage, get rid of 3 copyright claims. They are this period, and this period. And so that I don't have to keep coming back to this web page, I also write them down. So just in case I show you something that's not supposed to be shown, I'm going to hide the stream a second. Documents. Which date was that? 0531, yeah? Yeah, okay. So here's a list of copyright claims. So if I pick a random one, I've got notes of what the different copyrights are. Okay, so that's wave 1 of copyrights. For this for the May the 31st, I got wave 1 copyrights, wave 2 copyrights, wave 3 copyrights. So every time I edited and re-uploaded, so sorry, after I edited, re-rendered the, how long is it? 3 hour 20-ish, 3 hour 18, 3 hour 19 video, re-render it, which takes hours, re-upload it, which takes like an hour, wait for copyrights to engage, which can take days, then find you have wave 2 of copyrights, and wave 3, wave 4, wave 5 of copyrights, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 waves of copyrights. So that is what happened here. I kept editing and re-uploading the same video with the copyrights removed until finally version 11 was fine. Wait, was it? Wave 11, Across the Tracks. But I don't have a version 11 here. Did I release it? I better not have released it. That would be 31 May 20. Yeah, maybe I deleted it by accident. Part 2 of 3. Oh right, there was like a minute or something in the first part, so I just deleted it. So this should be the one. You can actually see the file name here. There we go. So this was, oh, that's part 3 of 3. So it's the other one I want. This one, of course. Yeah, we've got the same icon here as what we saw before. I'm trying to keep the stream on topic, Zombie, so I'm not going to be responding to silly questions like that. Here we have this one, version 11. It actually worked. The copyrights were fine. And I think this one was weird because I re-rendered it and the issue was gone. I can't remember. So, when I upload a video to YouTube, now we've got past the copyright stage. Here's the information. So I try to put the name of the stream itself, the name of the game, the part of the playthrough, and the date, as well as if it's part 1 of 2 or whatever, or if it's stream 1 of 2 for the day. I try to stick all of that in here. You don't have to do that. That's just the format I do. Because it's split in half while live, I tell people that. In newer ones I start linking to it. In fact, I'll show you a newer one. So that you can see my most recent version of this. That actually has 7 views. That's surprising. Let's go with one that's split. This one's split. Right, so this is when I did the competition on the 15th of August. You can see this is part 2 of 2. Yeah? Part 2 of 2. So it's split into 2 parts while live. This is the second part, and then I put the link to the first part. Because someone might get to this not realising it's the second part. Or if they do realise, they want to go straight to the first part, so here's the link. And of course on the first part I also have the link to the second part. I also made a note here because yes, it's the competition stream, but by this second part it was over, so yeah. This is the regular text I have. I say when the stream happened and when I released it. You don't need to do that. That's what I just choose to do. There is a 24-hour grace period where you cannot put your Twitch footage anywhere. You can upload it, you can't release it. So if you stream on a Monday night, let's say, you can then download it overnight while you're sleeping, or download then upload while you're sleeping, whatever you want to do. But you cannot release that video until 24 hours have passed, which is why I don't just immediately re-release my stream, okay? And besides that, I've also ended up delayed thanks to copyrights, which is why it's a few weeks behind. What I like to do then is a bit of self-promotion, such as, hey, you like Minecraft? Check out the Minecraft playlist. Here are all my links, including the new Instagram link. You've watched this stream, why not check out the actual stream? And here is the random bit of self-promo that I put there. Because that doesn't exist yet, I'm trying to build a bit of hype so people get subscribed to that, ready for when I start putting content on the More Cragite YouTube channel. Then there's other things, the Cybergamer profile, I think I've got to update that anyway, so I wouldn't bother checking it. Merch store, I've been speaking to them to close it down, or at least wipe it so I can put new stuff on. The main channel, which is non-gaming, and this channel itself, just because it's good to have your own link in there. It doesn't really make a big difference, but it's still good. And then I again have that there. I'm not sure why. I think I'm going to remove that from there and leave it down there. I can't remember why I have it twice. Down here you have your 3 thumbnails randomly picked from the video. I thought they were kind of crap, so I stuck the tweet image, the promotional image for this stream, I stuck there. Then you've got a whole load of settings you need to do. So, first of all, is this content made for kids? If you say it is made for kids, you get no chat area, you get less promoted, and you've got to abide by a whole bunch of extra rules. But besides that, this content isn't made for kids anyway, it's for any age, but not targeted at kids. So no, it's not made for kids. In addition, if you have adult content and you want age restriction, you can restrict it and it will help YouTube determine the right thing to do with your video. Instead of saying, hey, you've got adult content here, you can't put that on here, if you declare it already is, then you're meeting them halfway. And you won't get like kids product adverts on your adult stream or adult video or whatever. Tags. Tags aren't too important nowadays, they used to be. You put things in here if people make a mistake, like Minecraft, someone might put mince raft. Yeah. You can comma separate them. So Minecraft mince raft. It's unlikely you'd ever need to do that. Oh, there's a copy function now, that's new. And you can save your changes, of course, so now all those tags are there. If someone accidentally types Kragite mince raft stream, it'll come up with this. There are still more options. Recording date, you don't need to put this, I just put this for my own organisation. The standard YouTube license is that the video has never aired anywhere. So no, this is not ripped from a TV show or from a movie or something. Category gaming unlocks the ability to then also put the game itself. You got all these different categories. For the main channel, I'm not really sure what to put it under, so the main channel I put under entertainment, just because it's not gaming and it doesn't really fit any category, so entertainment is what it goes into. Subtitles I leave automatic, you can put your own in if you like. You can also have different languages, of course. Comments and ratings, some people choose to hide theirs. I personally don't. I don't fear comments and even harsh criticism. Some people do. And I sort by top as well. Users can view ratings. This is when you hide the like and dislike bar. Allow embedding, so you can put it anywhere at all. So when I announce on the Discord server that I have new video out and I put the link to it, it embeds straight into Discord. If I didn't have this ticked, it would only be a link, it wouldn't embed. This publish to subscription feeds and allow notifications to subscribers is actually kind of important. If you put out some videos where you don't want to start spamming, or you want to put out like a 10 video series and you want to just have the first one visible but the other 9 are unlisted, so you get people to go through like a story. What I'm thinking is, if you've ever watched A Heist with Markiplier, yeah, you can see the first video. You cannot see the other 20, 30, 50, whatever videos. You only see the first one. So you set it to unlisted and you set it to not go to subscription feeds. You can then upload all those videos and not let anybody know. And then you tick the publish to subscription feed for the first video, the part 1 video. Okay? So you can do that kind of thing that way. Video contains pre-promotion. Really, you definitely should tick this if you are advertising things. If you don't, then you're just lying and you can get in trouble for it. Add a message to my video to inform viewers of paid promotion. That is a secondary thing. I think you're supposed to do both really, but it might be based on per country laws, which is why they have the 2 tick boxes. I can't be certain of that though, I haven't gone into that. I don't have any sponsorships to promote as of yet. Okay, next. Playlists are kind of important. They help people find the things they want to find. Because they can go to your channel and they can see you've got a... They can see you've got a Dishonored video, then you haven't played it for like 3 weeks, and they try and find it in your main videos and they overlook it. Maybe you even misspelt Dishonored in one of the streams, the video, sorry. So when they start searching in your video page, they can't find it because you've got the wrong spelling. Playlist, keep them all collected together, nice and easy. People can just watch all of it. So this was me playing every part of Dishonored and the DLC. What I didn't do then is move on to Dishonored 2, so I do eventually need to play that. And when that happens, and I put it on YouTube, it's going to go into this playlist, so then people can still find it. What I find very weird is that sometimes people put the most recent video as the top video in the playlist, right? That is a problem as a viewer, because then you see the most recent one, and then the one before, and then the one before. Vince, thank you for the resub. At 21 months, bloody hell. You finished your stream, you're going to bed because you got to get up at 6. No worries. Have a good one. Have a good sleep before that work. Hope you have a fun stream. Thank you very much. It's mostly a tutorial stream, so it's some degree of fun, but it's mostly informative and educational. And I expect most of the views this will get will be later when it's a video on YouTube. But yes, thank you for stopping by, albeit briefly, Vince. Much appreciated for the resub. Did my counter go up? Does it say 24 this time, or is it... What? 30? What? Why the hell is this 30? That's wrong. What the hell's going on? It wasn't 30 earlier. 23 subs. I have 23. Why does it say 29? Oh, Katie. When you gave all those gifted subs yesterday and it didn't up the counter and then I manually did it, maybe it automatically did later and fixed itself, so it's now incorrect. And because Vince's sub was a resub, and I definitely have 23 subs, I'll refresh that to make sure. Let's see. Is it 23? Yes. So now I need to manually fix that. That's dumb. Right, this is what I hate about this. Right, so you get a copy just to change it. So 22 days to go, last day of September. So I gotta end it to make a new one. So September, 50 goal, starting at 23 we're currently at. Bence's one did not change the total because the sub itself was considered a resub. And it's American date format, so it's 09/30/2020. I put sub goal, not sub points, just because it's per subscriber then. 23, there we go, fixed. All I want to do is change that number, but I have to go through all of that, setting it back up again. It's a bit silly. Right, so playlist, very useful. If someone really wanted to binge every single stream I have ever made, then they can watch the... Where is it? Every Kragite stream in order. 1121 videos. Which is not even every single video on here. I think there are a couple of do not watch videos where it's like, hey, this was it for a few seconds. Don't watch. Let me just readjust. Okay, so I was going to show you the copyright things. So this is when I have to fix a copyright issue. I meant to do this and didn't get to it. So let's say this bit of time is copyrighted. Okay, so video preview. There we go. So there I am. I know what this is. Every time you go in that casino, music plays, and every time that music is copyrighted. So I'm going along, I'm heading to the casino, and then boom, copyrighted music starts, and I've muted this. This is why the audio is dark. So I put a little notice on top to say audio muted due to copyright, current song, and then I put the name of it by whoever it is. I just choose to do that, you don't have to do that. And then I unmute it briefly just to say something, and then I carry on muting it, and so on. And then I have to do that a whole bunch of times for every single instance of this. Okay, so the text itself that I put over it isn't necessary, but the muting of audio is. And you can see sometimes I unmute fractions of seconds to hear what it is. Like this bit I say just oh. But that's so short that unmuting it is fine because there's no music to be detected. What about here? What's this? Alright, so I've realised something here and I went, oh. So I unmuted that. So that is what it's like getting rid of copyrights. Sometimes it's as simple as muting a whole section, but when there is actual talking by me, and therefore no subtitles of what I'm saying, because it's not part of the game, then I try to unmute fractions of seconds at a time and it becomes a mess. Now while I have this open, let me show you the progress of the GTA Chaos video and you'll realise why it's taking so damn long. Just wait for it to load. Have a drink while we wait. Alright, so this stuff at the top is what I've pasted, and down here is where I've cut it. You see how this kind of like blots out? That's how many cuts there are. Alright, this video is 5 hours 50 minutes long. I've managed to get as far as save number 8, 1 hour 21 in, out of 5 hours 50. If I zoom in on that, you'll see I was going through, I looked at the footage, and in the footage I cut out a few seconds because I found that, alright, these are disabled, I need to re-enable them. Ah, right, this is me dodging traffic when I had the popped wheels, and they became unpopped, so I took this bit of footage where I'm sliding around or whatever, I took it from the original footage, separated it just to make sure I don't mix them up, I copied it, and then pasted it all the way over here. So if I go over here you'll see. So this continuity, this beginning to end at the top here, is a completely separate timing to these down here. I've been taking from the main footage, separating it to this upper layer, and pasting it to here so I don't lose anything and I don't miss anything. And if I do miss anything I can go back to where I copied it from and find the thing in between and put it up there. That's why this is taking so long. I'm trying to make a supercut, so I'm cutting fractions of seconds. I think the software is broken. I think it just froze up. There we go. Zooming in. See how even when I'm zooming in there are more slices? I'm cutting it up that much. Alright, so if I just hide the other layers and audio. This here, what happened? That could have hurt if he stayed on and he was still hugging me. There's the UFO. Hey, fireworks. Cool. Way. Alright, so there's a little preview of me cutting it down to things that are relevant instead of the spaces in between. That could have done with some more cutting down, which I will do eventually. But it's taking so damn long to get through all this footage. Next. That was YouTube. Oh, actually. Let me pull the other account up. Oh, hold on. Stats. Right, stats. So my YouTube stats aren't great, but that's because it's the wrong kind of format to put on YouTube. Putting a video that's 8 hours long on YouTube isn't really going to get watched all the way. However, my views are up a lot if you compare to earlier. Yeah, it was pretty low all the time, pretty much 0 each day, 1 here, 2 there. And then recently it's been very consistently more than 0. Sometimes breaking 10, and that's surprising. Unfortunately, the subscriber count is very fluctuating. Like, I was getting some, and then some unsub, some sub. I don't see why people would sub to a channel that only makes VODs, and then unsub when they realise it only makes VODs. But I'm pretty sure it's because some of these are self-promoters, because some of the comments are self-promotion. Now, the interesting thing is the watch time. If I show you July views, right, here we go, fairly stable, not very many views, and then like we've got some views, a bunch of views, that's a lot in one day. Right after I released a video, the next day I got loads of views. Over here I suddenly got 48 views, I don't know why. Let's have a look what it was. So, 47 views on Let the Purge Begin. Oh yeah, for some reason, my Warhammer Vermintide video got tons of impressions. It was viewed as a clickable item 1,810 times in one day. And it got 52 views. Or in this period of time it happened. So, I don't know why that one went semi-viral. I don't know. Then the watch time, that got 3.3 hours, but surprisingly over video over here got 2.6. It looks like there were almost no views there, but still got 2.6 hours. Over here we have 5.6 hours view time out of 7 views. So let's have a look at what that was. Watch time. So somebody watched a Minecraft video, 1 week in Ender and Base Tour, for 5.6 hours. And that video itself is 4 hours 37 minutes. So this video got watched for more time than it exists. So that's not just one person watching it once, it's more than that. It's either more than one person watching it, once each, not all the way, or it's one person watching it all the way and then watching some again. Over here we have 3.27 hours for the Warhammer one. It got loads of impressions, a bunch of clicks, not much viewership if you think about it. If this had 47 views and only a little bit of a few hours of watch time, that's not a good ratio. And First Blind Playthrough Stellaris is for some reason one of my most popular videos on here. I only ever played it once and it gets loads of clicks. I got 2.37 hours of watch time there, and it is 6 hours long, so they watched a third of it. You watched an hour and a bit of that video. Which one? The Minecraft Ender Base Tour? Or Let the Purge Begin, Warhammer Vermintide? Which is when I was super sleepy, so it wasn't a very good video. Or Blind First Playthrough? Which one of those do you mean? While you answer that, I also got some watch time randomly on Max Payne 2 Part 1 and Max Payne 1, I think? So purple and pink, purple, Max Payne Part 1, Max Payne 2 Part 1. I don't know why someone watched part 1 of both of these, slightly. And then again the day before. The Minecraft one. Gotcha. So you probably watched, as you say, an hour and a bit, and someone else probably watched the whole thing. That would add up to 100%. Now, this is the kind of random viewership I get. I get a few hours here, no hours here. It does say 0 hours, but it actually probably means a minute or two throughout. Now, if I compare July to August, suddenly the views are all over the place. Okay, a lot more views than there were on average, but no giant spike from some random thousands of impressions. This 48 completely diminishes the rest of the graph. If I could remove this 48 from the graph, we could see the rest of it properly. But as it stands, I can't do that. In addition, over here is the last 48 hours, so someone has just decided to watch a video. That video being bonus factorio before birthday. So the alliteration again, BFBB. So someone's just decided to watch that. And 3 views on this 7th birthday payday video. Another view on the Chaos Mod video. Those ones have been pretty popular. So, July views, July watch time, spike, spike, spike. Compared to August, spike here for, show me, I think that's 5 hours. It's not showing me for some reason. There we go. 5.3, 2.5, 2.1, 3.4. So you may be thinking, oh well, if you're getting all these like hours of watch time each month, as you can see here it's 24 hours of watch time, then I must be hitting the goal in no time, right? Here's where I reveal to you the hurdles that are required. So for monetization on this channel, you need 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours. Now, you may be thinking, hang on a second, you just got 24 hours or whatever of watch time in 1 month. How come this is so low? Because the watch time recently has been a lot more than it used to be in previous months. I think some viewers or some subscribers recently have been actively watching some videos here and there, whereas in previous months not so much was happening. In addition, I think the channel is getting more impressions overall across the site, so more people are coming along and finding the videos to watch, whether they sub or not. So let's just do some calculations. So 1,000 over 40, so 1 over 40. No, that's not right, is it? No, it's 40 over 1,000. So we are 4% of the way to 1,000 subs, right? And then 4,000 over... No, it's the other way, isn't it? Do it again. 119 over 4,000. We are nearly 3% of the way to the watch time required. So if we could multiply the watch time by 30, I would hit it. If we multiply the subs by, what was it? By 25, then we'd hit it. So, this is where I point out some oddities in the last week. This last week, or sorry, the last 28 days, I've had a whole bunch of views and a skyrocket in watch time at the end here, 6.3 hours. Additionally, I've had 5 hours, 2.5, 3.4. It comes and it goes because it's the kind of channel where views are not consistent, and that is to be expected. It is unfortunate, in a way, but it's also expected. So I am not concerned about low views, like a day here with 0 views, because then another day I'll get 10. I'm not concerned with 0 watch time, because another day I'll get 6.3 hours. A subscriber count on this would be nice though. And here, let's check lifetime. I'm going to be moving on from this in a second. So viewership was very high there. That was that one video. So we got lots of random, lots and lots of random. Watch time, much more active recently. Oh yeah. When's that? June. June. I'll show you June in a second. That was an interesting month. Subscribers up mostly, a few down. Which I think were self-promoters that didn't get their way. So let me see. June. Wait. I'll press a month. And then custom. There we go. $30 days. Oh, 30. Apply. I got randomly, out of all these no watch time, I got randomly 13.2 hours and 13.5 hours. And it was across a few different videos, so I think one person went around and watched 3 videos. And then a couple days later, one person went around and watched 2 other videos. It's very strange. So, I think we're done with looking at this channel. I'll show you the other YouTube channel now, which would have more reasonable stats, except I release videos there more rarely. We just switch over. And yeah, for the record, the Craigite Archive channel has 41 subscribers, and the Craigite channel has 40, which is the one you're going to see now. No worries, Katie, you have a good one. So as you saw with that viewership of the previous videos, a lot of videos get views more than the streams. Sorry, no, that's very badly worded. Some videos will get a lot more views than the streams themselves, but most videos will only be viewed as a stream. Okay, so this video I'm doing right now, this sort of tutorial video, I expect will get a lot of views as a video more than the people watching as a stream. We had a reasonable view count, as it's less of an entertaining thing. It's been like 7 to 11 viewers, and that's expected, but I expect the video itself will get a lot more viewers, and probably a lot of watch time too, because I'm covering a lot of subjects. So here we have the main channel. There may be things I shouldn't show you here. Oh right, the audio tests are for subs. So here is the problem. You notice how suddenly I've got footage, game footage, what's all this? Well, back in the day I didn't have 2 channels. I didn't have the Craigite channel for its own content and the Craigite Archive channel for the streams. I didn't have that separation. I just had one Craigite YouTube channel. Everything was on here, and I decided, hold on, I want to do footage that isn't related to streams on here. I want to do their own videos. So I hid all the videos and I left all the drafts on here. I didn't have enough space on my computer at the time to download them all and put them onto the archive channel. I had to do a bit at a time. So I ended up doing a ridiculous process. I had Twitch, I had the YouTube Craigite channel, I had the YouTube Craigite Archive channel, and I had my computer. So there are a bunch of stream videos on Twitch, a bunch on the main Craigite channel, and there were none on the archive. I needed to move all of these to the archive. But I only had so much space on my PC. So what I was doing was I was taking from the main Kragite channel, I was putting them on the archive. But also, the Twitch ones expire. So I was downloading from the PC and putting them on the Kragite channel, because if I put them on the archive it would be the wrong order. So as you can see, it was going up on here and coming off here, so I have a whole bunch of videos that ended up as drafts that just never got released because they ended up going on to the archive channel. That is why we have all these draft videos, and I will be deleting them. I was going to say today, but I also need to make sure the footage is on the archive, so I shouldn't do that. Yeah. See, I got a lot of views back in the day. Like, what is this title? Fahrenheit Part 2 V2. What's the description? Nothing. And yet it got 12 views. I'm so surprised. It's very contrary to what you'd expect. But what I do want to do is get rid of the copyright claim videos, because this channel is in good standing apart from these videos that nobody sees. Like Sleeping Dogs. And, oh right, yeah, Hotline Miami, all the music's copyrighted. Remember Me got copyrighted. I had to actually change the visuals on that one. And there was someone lying about a copyright on this, wasn't there? I might have just had... Oh, yes, I was playing music that said it was copyright free on YouTube, but it wasn't. So there are all these videos which have copyright claims on the Kragite YouTube channel. I'm going to be getting rid of them. I'll do it off stream though, to make sure I don't make a mistake. And then I will go through and delete my many videos. I have 109 on here, so I'll be deleting most of them. Now, stats on this channel. The Video Zero series is always a prelude to to the next major video. So Video Zero hints towards Prologue. Video 00 hints towards Contritionum Securitatis. And all of these audio tests are just little bonus videos that I put out unlisted, which you can check out through the Discord in the subscriber channel. No, in the behind the scenes channel. Analytics for this kind of low because I only have a few videos. Watch time is very low because the videos are only like a minute long each. And here is where the problems arise for the stats. If I start deleting these videos, I'm going to lose all of this watch time and views, but I'm still going to do it. I want this channel to be its own thing, pure. How do I have this here? I don't even have revenue, so that shouldn't be appearing. Is it because this channel's older? No, it still has that requirement. So the videos are so short, it's only got 2 public watch hours. And that's what you're going to expect unless you got a lot of views. So this one's 5 minutes, and this one's 1 minute. 54 views, so we got 54 minutes and a bit, let's say an hour. 27 views on the 5 minutes, so that's, what's that, 120, 150 minute, wait, yeah, 150 minutes, so just over an hour, just over 2 hours, what? How much watch time has this got? Oops. $1.1. Okay, there we go. Oh, of course, because different values of time. Yeah, they didn't watch the whole video, everybody. Most did, I think. Yeah, which is why it's nearly the 1.5. Sometimes people start a video and don't finish it, but I believe it also counts when you restart a video as a new view. I'm not entirely sure. High retention at the start and low later. So I am not surprised this channel has low views and low watch time, because the videos themselves are short. Last 90 days. How about that? Yeah, we got 71 views. That's pretty good. Watch time 1.3 hours for a couple minute videos. That's also not too bad. Obviously, there's going to be more content, and so these stats should end up multiplying appropriately. Subscribers have been weird. Some have joined and left. I didn't show you those comments, did I? On the other channel. I'll show you the comments here. So I don't need to respond to everything, but I've thumbed and liked. Look at that. You remember that, zombie? You remember trying to self-promote your maps? That's on the video that is no longer available. As in, it's about, but no one can watch it. Got 10 views on that. .3 hours watch time. Oh, if I delete that, that'll be gone. Oh well. I need to purge it. And then there is only one spam comment because I've deleted a bunch already. Awesome video, keep it up. Also, can you swing by my channel if you get a minute? That was back at the start of 2018. No. But it still keeps the 1. Yes. No, it updates, that's good. Alright, let me swing over to the other channel quickly. You can see the silly comments there. I can get rid of them then, because I have no reason to keep them. Right, comments. I got a lot of nice comments. Keep it up. Always love the weird, buzzy, springy noises GTA San Andreas had. Top quality Crack content as usual, and so on and so forth. This is dumb, right? Blind first playthrough and giveaway of Watch Dogs 2, right? It's clearly a stream, and I think I even put it in the video description. And then this guy comes along, sees the YouTube video, doesn't even watch it, right? Because it's got hardly any watch time, and he says that he wants the game. And then his email, right? His email, F.A. Alzayara, he puts, for everybody to see, whether or not you can figure out that being an email. I've not bothered testing. What's that? Publicly subscribe to me for a year. Oh, because he still wants that game, doesn't he? Deleted. And then he went on a different video and still asked for Watch Dogs 2. And he liked his own comment. And here are some spam. Let's have a look. These are people pandering. So, nice video. I gave it a like and I hope your channel grows. That's nice. I was hoping if you can check my channel and leave feedback on my latest video. So you want me to go to your channel, watch your video, leave a comment, which promotes your video. Feel free to subscribe if you do enjoy the content. You want me to sub as well. And if you need me to subscribe to you as well, let me know. Hang on a second. So you're telling me you've come to my video to get me to go to your channel, watch, comment, and sub, and you're telling me to ask you for a sub? Thanks and have a good day. This is just so spammy. Nice video, I've subbed to you. Would you mind looking at my channel and doing the same? I have no reason to. You don't even have a profile picture. I'm not going to waste my time. Hello, love your video, liked and subscribe to your channel, maybe check out my channel and keep up the good work. Well, thank you for the like and the sub and wishing me keep up the good work, but stop asking me to check your channels. It's just pure advertisement. Now this likely spam has gone down to 1. I think it's because one of them was something I had to report, so it's still showing as 1. But because I reported it, I can't see it, so I've got this annoying 1. Next, regressing back to Twitch. I don't know, Zombie. Exodia. Twitch analytics, right, hold on a second. Okay. Hang on a sec. Can I hide that? I don't want to be showing money stats. Oh, I can do that. I don't want to show money stats. That's a bit private. So, this last month, I've had an average of 6.3 viewers, which is pretty cool. Some months are lower. This one, oh, that's higher, 7.5, 7.4. That's pretty cool. 7 again. Wow, I'm doing better than I used to. April to May, bad viewership. But I think these are just days I didn't stream. I don't know why they're showing up. I don't know what's going on there. March to April. Right, if I show greater time. Also minutes watched is how long people actually stuck around. Follows, pretty damn good. Sometimes you have big gaps between, sometimes you don't. 56, bloody hell, twice as many in May to June than June to July. Damn. If I'm getting more follows than days in the month, that's good. If I'm getting less, it's not so good. This one's good. This one's less. 46 subs, pretty damn nice. A huge number of gifted subs there. A ridiculous amount. And then we're back to more regular stats. Then regular stats, and there were 5 subs yesterday from Katie. So if it weren't for that, these would be low stats. Only 17 subs, that would be pretty bad in terms of grand scheme of things. Live views is also pretty important because that is how many times people have actually come by your stream. But it's not the same as unique viewer count, is it? Right, this isn't precise enough. I'll show you the proper unique viewer count shortly, because that is pretty important when you try and get sponsorships. There's an organisation I work with who's trying to get sponsorships for people, but they've got a lot of people to deal with, so I'm not surprised my smaller stream hasn't received any. But if I just show you... Where is it? I don't want you to see some of these documents, because there are some things that have yet to be revealed. There we go. Alright, so if I show you these viewer counts, you'll see how things have been changing. Ah, it's tiny, isn't it? What I've done is gone through every single day and checked the unique viewer number. So if I check the latest stream, I had 27 entirely different people tune in. Okay? Live views are 66 because it includes duplicates. Average viewers is obviously the average, and the max are the number we had most of at once. No follows, no subs last stream. Huh. That was the Minecraft stream, wasn't it? Yeah, that got quiet near the end. I was asked to play Minecraft. I did. People watched. I was hanging around the 10 mark, 11 even. And then... good night, everybody left. Unfortunately, your average is going to be less than what you think your average is, so if I spend a lot of time at 9 here, 10, 11, because you start the stream at 0, you will always get pulled down. Because I spent so much time low here, this will get pulled down. So the average for this stream is 5. But I spent so much time at 9, 10, 11 viewers. That's how harsh the averaging is. And it's only maths, but when you consider you start at 0 or 1, so you have like a quiet start and a quiet end, that good middle ground, the average just gets torn down. Anyway, so 27 entirely different people tuned into that stream, right? That's what the unique viewer count is. And my stream has been growing per month. So this is me counting, taking the counts for these days. Obviously I didn't stream every day in March, so that's why there aren't 31 days counts here. So 215 different people tuned in March. It was a very quiet month, not many streams. April, 381, so getting better. In fact, let me leave this up. So 215, 381, so that's quite a big leap from 215 to 381. That's near double. May, we go from 381 to 1,230, so that's 4 times as much, or 3 times as much, near enough. And that is because I streamed more and people were realizing I was streaming more. You remember I did take a bit of a break from streaming around December, and after that it took a while to get the stream back into motion. I'll show you the stats graph for that shortly. June, we went from 1230 to 1181, almost the same amount. I don't count that really as going down because there's always a fluctuation. I'd say that's about the same amount. July, we went from about 1200 to 1545, so a significant jump. Now remember, these are each separate month. 200, nearly 400, 1200, 1200, 1500. So still good growth. August, last month, I had 1,725 unique views. So 1,725 different people came to the stream. And some people came back, okay? These are just the different people that turned up. So that's good. That means the stream's getting more exposure. And I'm pretty sure some of it is thanks to you guys. When you like and retweet the going live tweets, people check out the stream. So you can do that to help out. When people check out the YouTube videos, they use the links in the description to get to the channel, to the Twitch channel. So putting out videos helps. All the different ways in which you can promote yourself do help. And I even post on a bunch of Discords as well. Sometimes people pay attention, majority of the time they don't. But if any of it pays back, then it's worth it. You're casting a fishing line and occasionally you'll get a bite, essentially. So, those were those stats. Let me just close all these. And we can look at it as a graph. So, you will now see my entire stream history. Remember, 3 years, so we want to go 2017, September to now. Here are all my average viewers, and you can see there is one skyrocket here. Nope, that's not 18. No, there we go, 38 average viewers. I had a huge raid, a few hundred people. And I think on that day I also made a lot of money. Because somebody gave me a few hundred. That was my best stream. Although those two separate facts may have been two separate streams, they were around the same time. Is Joe still here? Because I've just answered his question. No, it's already on. 1.4 million minutes watched. And it's been very much here. In fact, let me zoom in so you can see better on your lower res. There we go. Alright, so average viewership, you can see it's low for a long time because I didn't cheat. I didn't buy any viewers. As you can see, I spent a long time with low viewership. Right? Trying to crack more than 2 average viewers. Remember, averaging goes down, so I might have had 10 viewers. Well, doubtful here, let's be realistic. I might have had 6 viewers for half of it, and no viewers at the start and end. And it ends up averaging down to 2. That could have happened there. That's the kind of situation we're dealing with here. And then some growth, some quiet. Fluctuations, getting better. Got 3s, 4s, 5s. Also got some bad ones like 0. But I think that's a day off, I'm surprised it's there. You can see I've streamed nearly every single day, apart from this break I took. Then we got 5, 6s, 3s, 4s, 5s, 6s, 8. This is when things start getting interesting, so that is 2017, October, November, December, 2018. Yeah, 2018 was one of my bigger growth periods. You can see high numbers, gaps in between as well. End of 2018 was when I started doing the Skyrim streams, and they were very popular. So I had 8, what's that one? 11 average viewers. That must have been a very good stream. I'd say probably about 20 viewers, averaging down to 11. I'm going for like just under double as an estimate. Probably more like 18 or something. 10 average viewers. 5 6s, 5s, 2 6s. So then we get some major fluctuations. 2.4 average viewers, 6.3 average viewers. Which means I'm playing different games and there are different audiences who are or are not interested. That's the problem with being a variety streamer. You don't know what's going to happen. All you can do is try. So more and more fluctuations. We got the... This must be 2019 now. Yes, so I'm going through 2019. It's actually going really good. I've got 4s, 5s, 6s averages and higher. Suddenly at 23, I think I must have got a raid that day and kept them for a long time for it to average out nicely. So, first of all, the raid was very much welcome. But secondly, I did a good job to keep them around for so long. Either that or I just got natural interest and I don't know which it is from here. And then views are still staying pretty strong. We got 4s, 5s, 6s. It's kind of hard to grow, to be honest, when you do this, but spikes, people showing interest in certain games. And then it's actually going really well. 15, 8, and then I took a break, December. That's when I started my new job, and I had to dedicate my time to it. I did a one-off stream, and then I had to stop. 2020 started. 2020 kept carrying on, and then suddenly I came back for a one-off stream, and boom! That's when I got raided by a couple hundred people. And half of them left immediately, because that's how raids go sometimes. So it ended up being a lot less. and then that averaged out nicely. I think it was towards the end of the stream as well, so I didn't even get to average it high very much, but it still averaged out nicely. And then I was gone for a while again, because I had to work, did a one-off there, and I was trying to stream when I could, and then suddenly, March, I came back. And I think that was when lockdown started, and I've been streaming every day that I can, apart from a little break here or there. Looks like I had a few days off there. And then viewership has been really good. 5 6s, 9s, 7, 6, 8, 9, 5, 4, 10, 7, 8, 6, 8, 9, 8, 6, 11, 5, 13. There's another one there, 12. So viewership recently has been really good. It has dwindled a little, it looks like, but I think I've also had less low ones, so it's trending upwards, and I've also had the unique viewership rising over time. It doesn't look very good on this graph because it doesn't show it very clearly, but since I came back it's been rising, rising, rising per month. Minutes watched has been a bit chaotic. Some people are interested in some things and stick around for a while. Sometimes they're not. Like today, we've had a whole bunch of different people turn up, but they've only been here a short while. In fact, Zombie's been here from the start. Other people have come and gone. Follows have been so random, and it's really hard to predict them. All I can say is just keep trying. If your follows are low, then maybe doing something wrong. Like here, obviously I'm at 0 because I wasn't streaming. Subs have been crazy, like lows, 0s or 1s for a while, and then the occasional freaking huge number here, 30 and 25. Ridiculous numbers. Now, I'll hold it. I'll hide it for a second. Wait. Where did that box go that I didn't want to show? Oh, did it break because I'm doing a long time? Yeah, I think so. Down here you can see where people came from. Some of them are your followers. Wait. Oh, the browse. Huh. So how did people see your stream? 35% are followers, 25% have watched from the browse page, and 23% have watched from other channel pages. This surprises me, because usually people are on my stream. This might mix with the earlier dates, I don't know, that's weird. From other channels, so I've had a bunch of raids from Railline. I had that huge raid from Nilas and a few other raids. Bence occasionally sends its viewers this way as well, and they would show a few other people if it could. How do people get here? They go directly to my stream. How did you get here today? How did you physically load the page for today's stream? Did you type my address in? Did you click on Discord? Did you watch it through Discord? Did you see a notification on Twitch that said that I'm streaming and you can click that? So we got all sorts of different ways people get here. That's not correct. It's not 173 streams, it's just got records of some of them. This is wrong. That is not 3 years worth of streams, it's so much more than that. It should be 6 times that. Near enough, because I've done multiple streams in days as well. Which channels have viewers in common with me? So half of my viewers are the same as Bence's. 2/5 are the same as Buttered. A third are the same as Anubis, who I don't even watch. Like, I've been to his stream now and then, but I'm surprised we have so much crossover. It must be down to us both doing Payday 2. Top Shot, 28%. I'm not surprised because I sent a lot of people to go follow him. And Blind Seer, 28% again, but I think that's just for being in common with Payday 2. Top clips in this time. How do I pet? That was the incident with the cat in GTA 5. Milo, the incident with the cat in Minecraft. Uh-oh, I see the trend here. Trains, that's when I nearly got hit by a train. And I barely moved out with any time left. Son of Desync, this is me making a joke and someone who likes Desync clipped it and shared it on Desync's Discord, I think. Ran out of bullets, it's Beat Saber time, that was me just dancing to the bullets. Hitting them out of the air in Super Hot VR. So that was just a silly fun little thing. This is where the problems start for my stats. You see, which categories do my viewers like? They like Payday 2, of course, because they like Payday 2. Alright, that's fine. Occasionally I'll play Payday 2, so that works out. Fortnite is 10%. If I played Fortnite, I would be appeasing 10% of my viewership. Do you see the problem here? If I play Payday 2, I appease a whole third of my audience. But they need to be available for the stream. They need to show interest on that day. They also need to not be abstaining from Twitch if that happens to be the case. Like sometimes I just won't watch YouTube for a while. And they also need to be aware that the stream is even happening. And at most I would hit 33% of my audience with one game, which I'm sometimes tired of playing. And then in the same vein, I could just decide to play Fortnite and hit 10% of my audience with the same hurdles to get there. I'm surprised that it's only 8% for Minecraft, but on the other hand, with the dwindling viewer numbers of Minecraft in last night's stream, it does make sense, I guess. Only some of my viewers like it. Retro, I'm surprised it's even an option. Just chatting, that's so broad. And then other, 34%, so I should, according to stats, play other. But it's so many different subcategories that I have no idea what it is. In total, I think this is 100%, isn't it? 30, 40, 50, 3, 61, 69, 74. Oh, 78. That doesn't make 100%. Wait, what? 30, 60, 70. Oh, I miscounted. 33, 43, 51, 59, 66, 100. Yeah, that is 100% then. I wasn't sure if it just left some things off this list. How have my custom go live notifications performed? So this is really bad. People just don't click the notifications, or they don't see it because it's on a different tab to what they're looking at. So if I'm on, say, I don't know, I'm looking at this browser, yeah, then a notification pops up here saying, hey, Kragite's streaming, go watch the stream. But I'm not looking. Yeah? Then it's missed. So this is bad. It's very bad. And then I barely get any engagements. Which tags are people... Why are they using programming? What the hell does that have to do with anything? I haven't done any tags. Any programming tags. What? This is just baffling. I don't know why that's there. Okay, so let's recap. I've gone through how to set a stream up. I've gone through how to do the artwork to promote your stream. I've gone through how to promote it on Twitter. I haven't gone through how to promote it on Discord. I have gone through how to set up your alerts and such on Streamlabs. I've gone through how to archive your videos on YouTube. I've also gone through how to get rid of your copyrights by just muting the sections and maybe putting a disclaimer if this is why it's muted. But I would recommend always preserving your voice if you can. If you can't, maybe re-record it, but that would be disingenuous. I haven't re-recorded any lines so far, fortunately. I've gone through old videos that have issues. I've gone through the Kragite channel, which has videos that just have never been released. I've gone through the analytics on YouTube on both channels. I've gone through the analytics on Twitch. I've gone through the analytics on Twitter. The only one I haven't gone through the analytics of is the More Kragite YouTube channel, which is the one that doesn't yet have content, because I'm working on it. There we go. So 10 subs minus 1. What? Oh, maybe they got impatient. Yeah, a bunch of people subbed on day 1. 5. Next day, 3 more. Then one more, and then -1. I guess they just got tired of waiting. I did say it would take a while. No videos. As you can see, this one has a different aesthetic to it. It's quite important to make your channels slightly different but still recognizable. This one has the black and purple background to it, as well as a blue plus because it's more, whereas the others just have a dark background, which is identical to this. Let's go through the Discord promotion now. So let's say I go to, I don't know, Wellin server. Okay, you all know Wellin, the Rust streamer. I go to Cheeky Self Promotion and I put the same thing I put on Twitter. I put this text and where to find it. I put the image as well because people pay attention to images more than they do text. In fact, maybe if I scroll up, I'll see another one of mine from yesterday, but maybe not because there are a lot of people that post here. Oh, there we go. So this was my Helltaker was too short, Minecraft time. So that would grab people's attention because it's all colourful, it's got a big X crossing something out. They're like, oh, why is the thing crossed out? There we go. Easy. Oh yeah, someone was complaining about pings on my server. At least it's not 81 pings in a few days. Like, get over yourself. If you're complaining about pings on a server, then you just need to change your settings. And I haven't changed the settings on this one so that I can go check what they are all at once. And there's one server in here that I have a ping for, because I know it's not important what it is, but I also want to go check it out later. Everything else, look, hardly any pings because I go and check them. I pay attention to the pings. This is a new one. I haven't seen that one yet. And then if I don't want any notices, then I change the settings appropriately. Like here, well in server, I want to see his videos. I know, I want to see his videos. I want to know when he's streaming. So notifications, I set to mentions. All right, I don't need to know when there's a new message on every single thread. Nobody does really. With a server that big with thousands of people. But on a small server like mine, I'll leave the all messages on. So I have only at mentions. I do not suppress the everyone in here, because all that will happen is he'll say everyone, I'll have a look what it is. If I'm interested, I'll check it out. If I'm not, I won't. Why do I have mobile push notifications? I don't have mobile. It doesn't matter then. But on this server, there are multiple pings every day, and sometimes they'll have a ping fest. And I'll just have a quick look, clear the pings, and move on. Let's see what someone put on mine. Speculations, theories. Uh-oh. Let me check this on the other screen. Ah, okay. There's a bit of a misconception there, but keep those theories coming. keep using that speculation theories thread. So whenever I go live, I put a notice on my own Discord, and I tag everyone, because the point of this Discord is to have the community around the stream, and my streams, my videos. Of course I'm going to tell people when I stream, so I ping everyone. When videos get archived, I put a bunch out at once. I've been doing 2 at once recently, and I ping everyone saying, hey, these parts are out. If you're interested in the Talos Principle, then the next part is out. If you like Factorio, the next part is out. This competition, oh yeah, because it got split into 2 parts, and I don't want to take ages catching up the archive to the present time, I put out both parts and the other stream. So both parts of that one Minecraft stream and the other stream. You can put up videos every day if you like. I used to do that, but it's also a little bit tedious for people to get 2 pings every single day when I could just release 2 videos once every other day. Because not everyone who's interested in Payday is interested in Factorio, and vice versa. So if I release one of each, then people will say, oh, I want to watch this one, or this one, instead of them seeing one day, one video, and they're like, nah. Another day, one video, they're like, yeah. I give them different things. And this is a stream that was too long. That was the 17-hour one. So I split it in 2. And I released another stream, which was all of Destroy All Humans in like 8 hours, I think. So we've got 3 very long videos there, but for good reason. Again, this one's split, so I have a disclaimer here, continue from part 1, and that. So I try to keep variety up all the time, whether it's whatever games I'm playing, whether it's whatever things I'm releasing. So to reiterate, I wouldn't want to just put 2 Minecraft videos out, I'd want to put out also Talos Principle, yeah? Now if it can't be helped, if I did like 3 days in a row of one thing, then it can't be helped. But the majority of things I try to keep varied. Now in addition, I have the alerts for the main channel, so when things come out there will be notices for the More Cragout channel when that does have stuff coming out. There is the news for everything, including this notice today to say, hey, 3 years, let's do behind the scenes. I know it's gone on a bit, but I'd rather get everything out now, squeeze it all out, every last drop, and then we're done. I don't have to do it ever again. Unless it's like a few years down the line where everything has changed. I haven't had any questions so far. I mean, no, I have had a couple questions I've answered, so if you guys have any questions, even though I'm asking a very low view count right now, if they do, you should be coming forth with them. I have this goals and plans thing that I was trying to hit. I posted this in the middle of 2019, right, so just over a year ago. Wanted to get more modern... Right, these are my goals and thresholds I wanted to hit. By no particular time, but these are goals, so people can understand what we're aiming for. So more modern PC with liquid cooling to avoid noise on mic, better overall specs to handle more games and handle streaming them. Some of this I did get. I got better parts, I got an SSD, I got better graphics card and hard drive. I just said hard drive SSD. I got a better motherboard with an i5, but I need to upgrade that really. But unfortunately, if I upgrade from an i5, I think I need a new motherboard, so I need to get a new motherboard as well, so that's a shame. I don't have liquid cooling, so there is still a bit of a hum behind, but at the same time, I also have noisy housemates, so it's not like making the PC quieter is going to make everything quieter. In a way, maybe the hum covers up the housemates through the wall. I wanted to get better mic, which I did, I think. Or did I? I think I did. Better mouse? Nope, still using an old crappy mouse. New keyboard? I did get a new keyboard, but I would still like one with function keys instead of just regular keys. Extras such as Stream Deck. Yes, so Stream Deck is not essential, but if you are able to get one, then sure, just go for it. As I mentioned during the hotkey section of the OBS settings, I have the F1, F3, F4 keys bound. I also have F2, so if you watch the microphone here, F2, it's that. So if I'm playing a game with people and I want to say to somebody, thank you for your subscription, and not say it to the people I'm playing with, then I can just F2, mute the mic, thank you to the sub, unmute. Thresholds, 1k Twitch followers. We're actually approaching this rather nicely. Back then I had, what, 500 or something? So yeah, that's pretty nice. We're now at 770. Where is it? 778. It was 777 a few days ago. 778 now. 1k YouTube subscribers. Obviously, that is a requirement for me to hit for the monetization across any of the channels. I also need to hit the watch time, but I didn't put that here because I wasn't entirely aware of that. 200 Twitch subs on a regular monthly basis would be fantastic. I could do so much with that. I could put on some awesome streams. I could move out of this place and have a camera on without a concern of things happening in the background, you know? 200 Twitter followers would be lovely. I really need to promote my stream more. At the moment, I mainly get regular viewers. I don't get that many new viewers in comparison. So I need to promote more, and if you guys can help me promote more, that would be fantastic. Likes and retweets do actually work. 25 live viewers minimum per stream. I'm still working towards that. I've been hitting 10s, 11, 12s, but it's hard to predict with all the different games. Plans: move out of the shed house into a new place, or alone so as not to have to work around the housemates or have them interrupt the stream, nor cause background noise. Try to keep it quiet now because I think they're outside the room again. Nor cause issues within the household such as resetting the router while I'm streaming, because that has happened. Obviously, that is a pretty major plan that I need to do at some point. I'm working towards it with my actual job. And the Twitch funds are helping as well. Much better internet when in a new home. Yes, this was written before I got the internet upgrade in this house, but I would quite happily pay more for better internet at the other place, wherever it may be. Make enough of a living from streaming to stop IRL work and put more time into the streams and content creation. That is self-explanatory. Sure, I work from home now, so I can do a few things here and there on my PC, but that's not going to last forever. I'm going to be back in the office at some point as the lockdown eases off. If I were living closer to work, that would be great, because I could then have more time at this PC, and if eventually I could stop working in the office altogether, then perfect. I can just focus on content creation. I wouldn't have to try and work around the scheduling of work. I wouldn't have to work around housemates and all that stuff. Finally start releasing YouTube videos that aren't just archive VODs, but actually proper videos. Right, so that is the Kragite YouTube channel and the More Kragite YouTube channel. One of them being footage, the other one being highlights and funny videos. I have already started with the Kragite channel, and I am working on the More Kragite videos. That GTA one is taking so long. I'm considering just putting it aside and working on a different video, a shorter one, because I don't want to spend like a month making this GTA video, and it's looking that way already. because I've got my actual work to do, and I'm streaming in the evenings, so I don't get much time for editing in between. Facecam, I did it once, but I need a proper one, a better one. And a better background would be nice too. Attend TwitchCon and other events to meet fans. Yeah, that was written in 2019 before 2020 happened. But it would still be nice eventually when everything gets back to normal. Hopefully. What I hope for is a vaccine, and then the world can fix itself, or humanity can. So TwitchCon 2025, who knows? And secret projects. Yes, I am working on those secret projects. I have been the whole time. So, is that everything? Instagram is the only thing left. Now, unfortunately, oh, that's not going to work. Let's do a new window. Yeah. Unfortunately, the way my Instagram is, I only use PC, I don't use phone. And unfortunately, so unfortunately, the way you upload videos, or pictures, I mean, on Instagram is mostly based around using the mobile app. So if I try and add a photo here, right? Add to profile. Oh wait, hold on. Uh-oh. Right, so anyway, my point is it only lets me do one image at a time. And I want to put the max 10. I want to do 2 posts of 10 from the video, the cam stream. I want to put the best images I found throughout that stream into here. And I have a folder with them. I have these, so here is an exclusive preview. I have 20 images there, different angles, different views. And I don't know why Bence is there. I think Bence was there for me to do that exposed image. This image, where I exposed him. See how I managed to cut it to look like one of those YouTube thumbnails where it's like, this person's exposed. That's what I was going for. And then I've got the same sort of thing with me, but just trying to make it fill up the image, kinda. So yeah, I want to put the best 20 images on Instagram, but it only lets you do one at a time on desktop. And I was trying to do a mobile phone virtual machine type thing, and I was having trouble with that, so we'll get to that eventually. I'm not sure what else to put on Instagram though. I have a few ideas, but not many. I have many more ideas for videos and streams than I have for images. What else is there to say, really? Maybe the games you play? Hold on. Do I still have a message? Right, so the games you play. Some of them are expensive, some of them are cheap. The cheaper ones you play probably have a lower file size requirement, so if you have a crappy PC, you're probably better off buying cheap games anyway because they have less space they need to take up. So let's say Among Us, right? This is a game I really want to play, and it's very popular right now. It only takes up 229 meg, that's nothing. Nothing, right? My PC, I haven't mentioned yet. I have a 232, I think it's more like 250, but minus the Windows at the in there. SSD, and I transfer my games on and off that to my external drive, which is 8 terabytes. As you can see, I've filled most of the 8 terabytes. But how do you fill 8 terabytes? Well, lots of games and lots of footage. These are so much. That alone is 1.35 terabytes. That's not including the renders. That's over half a terabyte. And then there are other videos elsewhere on the hard drive, and there are the games, and some of the games are many gig, like GTA 5, Payday 2, Yakuza 0. What else? What else is big? Vermintide. Oh gosh, Vermintide is huge, unreasonably huge, nearly 100 gig. Why? You just run around and hit things or shoot things. It's not that complicated a game. I don't understand how the assets are that big. But some really cheap games. How expensive is Helltaker? Warzone? How big's that? Waka, you missed it. Katie came by. You could have said thanks. She's gone now though. Oh, the game's free to play. Okay, right, that's perfect. So here's an example. This game is free, right? And it is 277 megs. That's it. It's tiny. I'm also done with it. I got all the achievements, so goodbye. Done. 128 gigs for Warzone. Bloody hell. Rainbow Six Siege is pretty big. 85 gig. Oh, 84. Satisfactory, pretty small. Considering. Only 10 gig. Factorio, tiny, right? Yeah, 1 gig. And it's such a good game. Oh, it's such a good game. It's pretty cheap as well, I think, but it's also just hit 1.0, so it should be full price. Yeah, it's £21, which you might think is expensive for a 2D game, but it's so well made. It's the best of its kind. It was on offer for early adopters, and after that I think they said they're never putting it on offer, so the people who helped them, they helped them back. It didn't work after you downloaded 128 gigs. Oh, that sucks. Warzone. Which one's Warzone? Free to play. It says no user reviews. What? Oh, it's early access. Is this the same thing? Is this Warzone? This can't be it. No, this doesn't seem to be what you're talking about. Storage 10 gig. No, different one. Call of Duty Warzone. Okay. Is Call of Duty on here? It is. It's not on Steam, okay. Yeah, some games are unreasonably big. So yes, as I was saying, if you've got a cheap computer and you can't afford to upgrade it, you're probably best off sticking to cheap games anyway. They should have low requirements, they should be small enough to install, old enough to run easily on your old computer, and it uses up less internet to stream them. I'll show you a good one, for example. Tomb Raider. Very good game, right? We all know this. The original Tomb Raider is... Let's put one of one. Can't be asked to put my actual date all the time. It's only £5, and you can easily get it on offer. especially when you get it in the collection. In fact, yeah, how much is the collection? It won't tell me the collection because I have everything. But it's really good for the price. I'm skipping this music. So, Tomb Raider, pretty cheap, very good name, very good game, critically acclaimed. Oh. 300 meg. It's nothing. 300 meg for a good game. Which is why I started off streaming old games. Because of all these low requirements. Low cost, low size, low spec requirements, and low stream requirements. Like the bitrate. A fantastic combination. But as you get to newer things, like I went through the whole Wolfenstein series, which went from old right? Oh yeah. 7 megabytes to play. Perfect. Dead cheap as well, I think. But then you end up at the newest ones. Youngblood. Expensive. And takes up 42 gigs. Kind of average for a nowadays game. But it runs so badly. On my old graphics card, it was struggling so badly. I started playing it, I got most of the way through, but I was using a borrowed graphics card which was only like slightly better than mine. I had to give that back, then I couldn't finish the game because it was running at 1 frame every couple seconds. It was so bad. Now with my new rig it's fine, I can play it no problem. But it just goes to show, sometimes you get completely blocked from playing something, even though it's like in the same series or anything. As we get towards modern day, things just get inefficient. Remember, this is 7 megs for Wolfenstein 3D, and it's sure it's a very, very old game. But it's 7 megs. There's no space whatsoever. Even this, how much is this? 43 gigs, right? Same engine as the Youngblood one, but it ran just fine, I think, on my original graphics card that didn't run Youngblood properly. Alright, let me check. Assassin's Creed, right? Is notorious for this. Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Oh, I keep checking that. 43 gigs. That's not bad, actually. What about Origins? 69 gigs. Suddenly, we've gone from 40 to 70 in one different game revision. Alright, how about Syndicate? 65. Jeez. Black Flag 30, Unity, which was the one after it, 50. Jeez, it's so much bigger in terms of space, and these are 2 different studios that keep doing it. No, I'm comparing them against themselves. Black Flag only takes 30 gigs. Unity, which came out right after it, which was made by a different studio, because they do like back and forth, one then the other, 50 gig. It's up by 20. And it runs worse. So much worse. It's notoriously bad at running. But eventually I'm going to play through this whole series, that's why I have it all here, waiting to be played. Assassin's Creed 1, 2, 3, 4... I think I played 4 on stream way back in the day, but it never got archived. Because I only started archiving my streams to YouTube a little ways in. Then I think it's Unity, Rogue. Oh, Liberation is an expansion for 3. What is this? Why is it this crappy text? The hell? What is this? Looks like some kid put this together. That's bad. Brotherhood. Oh yeah, that was after 2, and then Revelations. You played Black Flag, Brotherhood, and 3. Some of the best ones, to be honest. Some people didn't like 3, but I liked it. Wait, 3 remastered? No, 3. Don't tell me this has separate achievements. Oh right, it's not even going to show, is it? Yeah, the achievements on these are only on Uplay, I think. Kinda sucks. What we got? I got the small ones. Russia, India, China to go through. And I don't think it matters in what order I play those. I think after these was... yeah, there was Rogue. Then Syndicate, which is the English one. And I really wanted to play that, obviously, with me living in England. Odyssey was next, I think, or was it Origins? Can't remember. I think Origins was first, wasn't it? 70 gig. Odyssey. 100 gig. Jeez. So this is what I'm saying. If you're running a low spec computer, Origins was first, yeah. Okay. Just stick to cheaper games if you can. And then some things become free at times anyway. Oh, speaking of free, right, here is a huge tip. I do use the Epic Game Store. And you may think, hang on a sec, I don't want to use the Epic Game Store, I don't want to buy anything on there, I don't want to support it. Hang on a second. I've never bought anything on this store, and I own... wait for it. I own so many games on Epic Store for free. So many. Some of the best ones I already own on Steam, and just got them here again for free. Like Super Meat Boy. Subnautica I didn't have on Steam. Metro 33. Oxenfree was alright. Lego Batman series. Into the Breach, I've been wanting that for a while. Inside. Killing Floor. Hitman. Enter the Gungeon. Fez. I'm pretty sure I played that ages ago on Steam and got all the achievements. I even did the translating. Borderlands. Batman Arkham. Alan Wake. GTA 5. And that was probably the best one I got for free. And I did the whole GTA playthrough series of every game I could. And unfortunately, online turned out to be kinda crap. Especially with them giving out the copies for free. That means that there are an unlimited number of bad accounts out there now. Just because they would have made new emails and got new free copies of the game. So if they ever get banned on one hacked account, they just switch over to the next, and the next, and the next. Why not get 200 copies of the game? If you just make 200 emails, it won't take much, especially if you're going to bot it. So that's why it's really bad now. Right, is there anything else I can go over, or are we done? I think we're done. There's also GOG. I got some games on here too. Here we go. All of these. Whole bunch of different games there. And I got games for free on Steam as well when they came about. Can I stream Borderlands 2 once? How dare you request Borderlands 2 and not 1? You see, what you've just said exactly matches what a friend of mine did. He wanted to play Borderlands 2, and I had never played Borderlands, so he managed to get me to play it, and I didn't enjoy it because it was straight into the second one. I'd missed the first one, I didn't know what was going on, I didn't know how to play, he had high level already, and it's just not a great experience to jump into 2 without playing the first one. I'm pretty sure I own the first one on Steam now, so I could do that. Let's check. Yeah, I got the original and enhanced. I got 2, I got the pre-sequel, just like on here I've got 2 in the pre-sequel. But I don't have the others. What I might do is wait for the next one to go on sale, get it, and then do a marathon of the lot. And by marathon I mean like over multiple days, not sat here non-stop. Which is what I did with Tomb Raider and GTA and Wolfenstein. Yeah, a whole bunch of games I've done the whole series. One is better with mods. Yeah, I like to play a game vanilla before I start playing with mods though. Ah man, the Yakuza series, I really want to get through these. But Yakuza 0 is taking me so long with the side mission thing. The business stuff is doing alright on Kiryu's one. But on, what's his name? Goryo something? Gojima? Gorima? I can't remember. His one takes so long because you need to level up his employees, the cabaret girls. It takes so long. The only other thing I can really show you, which isn't really that important, it's just to do with Steam, I guess. If you've never seen it before, I do collect Steam badges, and occasionally I will craft a bunch of badges. Right now I have 2 ready to craft, and when I craft them, my levels go up, and then I can get more, and it becomes a cycle. In fact, let me just hide the screen a sec. Because I talked about the Steam cards last time. I did something like this. I did the whole leveling up thing, and I ended up with them being kind of sparse. It's like April, May, only 1 in June. Then suddenly, after I started doing the Steam sale stuff, I got loads in July and August. I can't remember when Steam sale was, but around then, July, August, I started getting them consistently. Haven't had a booster pack in September yet. Last one was the 30th of August. I've been writing down what each one was to try and find any kind of not repeating patterns or anything like that, but analysing the frequency of them and which ones. So far the which ones part of things hasn't really been obvious, but the frequency was for a time every 5 days. So here, 5 days between 29th, 24th, 19, 14, 10, 5, 0, you know, that was good. I was getting them every 5 days, and then suddenly this year it's got bad, where I got 1 in June, where I got 3 in March, where I got 3 in April. It's a lot worse now. Should I craft these now? Yeah, why not? To reward those of you who are still here, let's craft these now and get some XP. I think the last time I was at 149 or something, or 150, I can't remember what it was at the sale. Oh, I can check actually. Tweet. Alright, look out for a Steam logo. Tell me when you see it. There. Bonus Steam stream, level 148. So I was either at 147 going for 148, or I was at 148, and I managed to get to 154. Damn. iZombie. Crappy game. Craft badge. Wait, how many? I got one of each. This will be my first version of that. And look, it says I have a new item, which I'll show in a second. I'll just keep my mouse there to keep it there. I got only human, XP. Ah, didn't click in time. I got 75% off The Black Death, which is probably a really crappy game. Okay, got the badge. Don't have any cards. Other people have the cards. Some of them. And I'm that bit closer to 155 now. I need 321 XP, which is 3 cards, 3 badges and 21 XP. So 4 badges. Here's one. Can I get more than one? No, I only have one of each card. Now, last time I did this, I ended up doxing myself because when you go and buy cards, buy anything on the workshop, the marketplace. West of Bread, what's this? You end up having to put your address and everything. So, I don't want to dox myself, but I do want to get a level. So I'm going to do that now. I know this has gone way off topic now, but the stream is set to just chatting on Twitch, so I am just chatting. Alright, so 3 more cards, or 3 more badges. These all need 1 each. Let's go get Atamine. Alan. By the way, if you guys have cards that you don't need, feel free to send them my way. I'll use them. 9 pence. Oh, no way, that's expensive. We're looking for 3 pence. Bunny and Piggy. None. Jeez. Okay, this isn't going well. Red Rum. Dead Diary. Or, yeah, Dead Diary. They just copy-pasted a face there. They didn't... Hang on a sec. Card 1, card 2, merge them together, you get card 5. That is cheap. £5. Fine. Let me hide the stream a second. Oh, I need to put credit on my account. Hold on. View my wallet. Add £4. It's the minimum amount. Agree. Done. Return to store. Will it take me to where I was? No, it took me all the way back to the Steam store. Great. I'm going to scroll down something crappy like this. $6. What was the other one? 5? Whatever, it's only 1 pence difference. Right, now I have the stream, otherwise I end up doxing myself. No worries, Waka, thank you very much. You have a good one. I thought you'd stick around to see the level up, but never mind. Just making sure I purchase this right. Place order, agree to service, and go. Done. Next badge. No worries, Weka. I'm just surprised. You have a good one. I'll see you later. How much for this? 6 pence? Okay. And finally, let's get another one. £6 again. So expensive. I already have an active buy order, never mind. Let's go for a different card. £5, cool. Purchasing. You already have an active buy order, damn it. Oh, freaking hell. What about this? World War II game. Hopefully nostalgia doesn't make this expensive. It's £8, it is expensive thanks to nostalgia, damn it. And low availability. Void. Do I have this? I must have that. Yeah, one. £46. Jeez. I should just sell my cards. I have a bunch of games that still have card drops. I need to play them, run them, to make them drop. What do I mean? Well, if you go to your badge list, you'll find games that say you have card drops. Here's one. So Warhammer Vermintide 2, I still have 4 card drops remaining. I played the game for 6.7 hours. Yeah, I currently have 6.7 hours and I got 4. I need to play probably another 6.7 hours to get the other 4. It's annoying that it takes that long. Usually it's half an hour per card on a standard game. I don't know why Vermintide has such a high amount. Seems a bit ridiculous. There we go, I'll get this one. I already have a buy order. Buy order. There are no active listings anyway. I can't buy them. This will be expensive. It's unavailable. And yeah, expensive. Come on, I was trying to make this a quick little bonus thing just to round off the stream. It's gone midnight. I'm surprised it lasted this long for a behind the scenes stream. Right, no listing. Oh, I do have a listing. For goodness sake. Party Hard's gonna be expensive. Yeah. Whatever, it's £7. I'm just gonna do it. Alright, there we go. So, 3 badges, and then we have a new level. $90% off this thing. If that gives me cards, I might get it. Giga chess. Don't know what these things are. Polyhard. It's a pretty fun game. It has Twitch integration as well, where you guys... Oh, for goodness sake, you didn't see anything! Oh! I just crafted 2 badges, and I got some... vouchers. Sorry, I did this to round it off. I ended up covering up some of it. Whatever. Too late now. Anyway, level 155. Yeah. Right, I have a bunch of items in my inventory, so let's have a look. Oh right, no, badges. Show me. 155. Yeah. I need 16 badges for the next one. Coupon. Okay, what's this? $14.99. It's been out for 4 years and it hasn't been finished. This isn't good. This game is kind of boring. Game's been abandoned. Well, that's a shame. What? Did I close the wrong one? West of Red. $3.99. 2/3 off. Mixed reviews. Oh no, look how much crap is here. Why is West of Red among this dinosaur hunt stuff? Wait, is that the company? No? What? They just decided to put West of Red in here. Yeah, they did. Shoemaker, Ice... what? Copy paste of his other meaningless garbage with a name change. No, thanks. Trivia Vault Basketball Trivia. Oh, it's a bit dumb that it's got the name Trivia in there twice. Mostly positive. Oh my gosh, there's so much. So this is some trivia game. Achievement spam. Garbage copy paste games. Okay. It's just a 5,000. Oh, hold on. I don't care about spam achievements. What about cards? No cards. Not even any point in getting it for cards. Giga Chess. 279. How much does that get off? 50%? What has cards? Very positive. What's this? What? $2.79. I'm getting a bundle, but I also have a coupon. Some people don't like it at all. Okay, I'll check this out later. I shouldn't really be checking this now, but I wanted to just get one for Steam cards. I wanted you to see if I get it, but jeez, that's expensive. I'm not doing 50 spins off it. Oh, this is one of these games. Okay. It's... what's it called? Something Maker... not Story Maker. RPG Maker? Yeah, it's one of those. There we go. Uh-oh. Okay. Yeah, I'm not getting that. But does it have Steam cards? It does. Okay. So this is where I prove that I have morals and I'm not going to do this just to make a profit of Steam cards. So, there we go. That's enough. I hope you enjoyed a behind the scenes of how to get your stream started, how to archive it, how to do the artwork for splash screens and advertisements. I don't really need to go through how to make emotes. I've already done streams making emotes, so you can check those out. I've gone through how to advertise, and there were all those tags. I believe I mentioned it, but you should use a bunch of tags on your tweets to get it noticed. What else is there to say? Follow for follow, sub for sub. It's garbage. Don't do it. Because you end up with a whole bunch of followers that don't actually do anything. I can understand why people do it to hit thresholds such as affiliate, but other than that, it's completely useless. You end up having inflated statistics, which actually drives down viewership. If you think about it, if you have 100 people and 90 of them did follow for follow, so they're not ever going to watch your stream, and then Twitch sends out a notice saying you're live to a third of your viewers, or YouTube sends out a notice saying your video is up to a third of your YouTube subs, you've just drastically reduced your chances of getting viewers, right? You understand? Because the notices don't go out to everybody. Well, they don't on YouTube anyway. So the whole like for like crap is just genuinely crap. If you're trying to inflate your figures, then yeah, it'll do that, but it won't help. That's the only thing I have left to say, I think. Oh, right, engaging with your viewers. Try to be active with your chat. Try to read as much as you can. And I touched on it briefly with the whole use multiple screens at the start. If you can't see your chat, then you can't see your audience, and they're talking blindly at you without having any response. It's no good. Can't think of anything else really right now. I'll probably think of something right after the stream ends. But this stream's gone on long enough with me going behind the scenes. When it becomes a video, I'm sure I'll probably put timestamps or something about talking about this topic, that topic. Yeah, I think that'd be for the best. Yeah. That should drive up engagement as well on the YouTube video, because then they can go to the right parts. See, you gotta think of these extra possibilities. They could be very effective. Right, I believe that's it for now. Of course, I'll be streaming tomorrow, so if you have any questions you can throw them my way. But I'll probably just be playing the game and having fun with the audience, rather than doing tutorials. So, thank you all for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to hit that follow button so you know when I'm next streaming. I'll be back tomorrow. Oh yes, whenever you end a stream or end a video, do remind people about likes and subscriptions and comments and all that stuff. Because even though it may be annoying to the average viewer, it's not meant for the average viewer. It's meant for the person who hasn't done the thing. And several times I have watched a YouTube video, thought that was really good, and watch another YouTube video, especially if it autoplays onto the next one, and I didn't leave a like. Not because I chose not to leave one, but because I either forgot or I was taken away from the page, then I have to go back to it. So on a YouTube video, saying, hey, if you liked the video, like it, is fine. But when you start berating the viewer, saying, leave a like on this video, otherwise this and that, and you threaten them, that's no good. That's just rude. It's aggressive. It's not going to win you any favours. If you say, for example, you can subscribe to my channel and always unsubscribe later if you like, then you're pointing out the fact that yes, subscriptions are free on YouTube. So they have those options. But if you say, hey, I need subscriptions, give me subscriptions, you know, something more desperate than that, or what was it? Something like, subscribe to my YouTube channel or else your account will be deleted, that kind of crap. It may sound like a joke, but it's not a funny one. It's just a crappy one. And it's just insulting to the reader. It's just really, really dumb. And there are some really good YouTubers out there who use it, and it's so cringy. It's honestly disappointing that they do that. But when they simply say, like the video if you liked it, and they may even say dislike it if you dislike it, that's genuine, and it's literally reminding the viewer that those options exist. If they also say leave a comment on what you thought about the video, that's fine. But if they direct the commentary, that can actually be very good. It can encourage people, it can give them ideas of what to comment. So if you say, let me know what you thought of this thing, that thing, what's your opinion on this thing, then you get to, first of all, steer the conversation in one direction, or multiple directions. You get to give the viewer something to talk about instead of having them try and figure out something to talk about, some topic. And you build a repertoire that you're open to hearing about these things, which is fantastic. What else is there? Recommending other parts of your content, cross-platform. So whenever I end a stream, I point out that you can catch all the previous streams on the Craigites Archive YouTube channel, because that's a fantastic way of you getting more content. So even if I'm not live, you can still view my streams as they were in the past on that channel. There's also the non-gaming content on the Craigite YouTube channel, so people know that I make other videos too, nothing to do with games, and that's where they can go check it out. And there will be highlights and funny videos on the More Craigite YouTube channel in time. I'm working on it, so now people know that there's a reason to sub to that channel to be alerted when it finally comes out, and they also know it's not coming out immediately. There's going to be a waiting period, so I'm not telling them to go sub to it. I'm saying this content is on that channel, and they can make the decision whether they go there or not. That's entirely up to them. What else? Pushing for exposure at the end as well. So I put out a tweet every time I go live. If you like or retweet it, it helps with promotion. See how I'm just stating facts there? Instead of saying, go like and retweet my going live tweet. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I have no authority over you. I'm merely pointing out, this thing exists, this is what happens if you do the thing. And hopefully, people will do that. Of course, not everyone will, and I don't expect everyone to. That would be weird to expect that. And sometimes people get so big that they start getting deluded into thinking everybody I tell to go retweet will retweet. And it's quite sad. They lose touch with reality. And of course, if you want to join the community, the Discord link is down below. See, again, I've just made people aware that there is the option. I haven't said, go join the community. Because then one instinctual reaction is, no, I'm not going to do that. I don't like the fact that you just told me to go do that. Which is fair enough. But just making people aware that there is a Discord, linked below, is not only informative, it respects their intelligence. Well, my intelligence is in shambles. It respects their intelligence if you just give facts and let them choose. So that is everything. I need to go. I need to wrap up. This ending section has been going on for a while. So once again, thank you all for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to hit that follow button so you know when the next stream's starting. If you're watching this on the Craig Ice Archive YouTube channel, then let me know what you thought. It did go on for a while, I'll be honest. It was not a planned stream, but people have wanted a behind the scenes for a while. So let me know what you think in the YouTube comments. If you liked it, hit that like button. If you disliked it, tell me why. See how I avoided saying hit the dislike button? I don't want to encourage that. I'd rather you tell me why. And you can check out my other content on the Craigite YouTube channel and the More Craigite YouTube channel. And the community Discord is linked down below. And if you like and retweet my Going Live tweets, that helps a lot as well. And there's Instagram too, but I don't know what's put on there. I'll figure it out. Anyway, I'll see you in the next stream.